Verd needs to speak with the group now about whether we join or not.
Yep. And there's only one person who's not in the game right now, so
Yeah.
that's kind of a tough one.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. That's a weird one. Fuck.
Well, we could always do it like we accept it like as a group and like.
Well,
You know,
I
you
mean,
could
we
just-
still need to like talk to Grug about it.
Right.
Like, it's still part of their game too. So
True.
at Grug.
Excuse the noise. Just making a coffee.
It's alright.
I started the episode.
So I could message Glug maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to send a message right now because, like, I know they're not feeling well enough for the whatever. But I mean, if
Maybe
we could
just drop in
get
for
their
10 minutes.
opinion,
Yeah.
I mean,
Or even
whatever
not
it
even
is.
drop in.
Yeah,
Just, yeah.
but just need to figure out, huh?
Could just be a simple yes/no kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. You don't have to be in the session, but we kind of have a group thing needed.
Decision. Decision needing decided.
RP stuff mostly. Let's see if they respond to that. If not, then we may need to wait on that particular story plot.
That's fine. Could always skip ahead, go to the next thing we're all doing, and we'll come back to that another time.
Well, the thing is that I'm just trying to figure out, you know, storyline-wise how that works. Because my brain is like a linear thing right now. Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, do you guys accept the deal or not? But it could be the fact that, you know, Grug is off doing something, so we just have to sideline that and then do something else. Which is totally logical. So one thing that I could probably offer, because it is one of those weird, awkward things, is I could have us basically, you know, the signing of the eccentrics can be the level up thing and give you guys some downtime stuff to do today, and then on top of that, we could do, you know, like a regular session if you guys figure out what you want to do.
Start off with DT, you mean?
Yeah, start off with downtime, and then if we got some time to do any downtime or like actual session stuff, we could do that too. But starting next level, like, we're gonna start doing the, you know, XP thing that I made. So
XP? Which part? What was this?
the XP system, where basically, like, you gain XP based off of failing a roll, or if you miss in combat, or things along those natures.
So we're not going off milestones anymore.
I mean, it's technically still milestones, kind of, but yeah.
XP milestone kind of thing.
Yeah. Because effectively speaking, like, you're still doing a little bit of that, but it's pretty much boils down to, it's an engagement tool as well, because effectively speaking, the way, where did I put that? Did I put that in rules, or did I put that in...
General, probably, maybe?
I don't remember. I'm really bad at this. Oh. This table. Copy image. I'll just pin this. Pin. Where's the pin? Pin. Okay, there we go. And of course the table is right next to it, so we pin that too. So basically, if you guys go up to 5th level, that means the next XP required is 17. Meaning it starts from 0 again, go to 7 plus your level.
Sure.
But, yeah. We also just don't want to go too quickly on the leveling up either, because effectively speaking, when you reach level 7 is when the big stuff happens, so.
Okay.
But yeah.
Maybe have a pause at level 6 then.
I mean, not necessarily needing to pause if I use this XP system, but yeah. But yeah, so Another thing I wanted to mention is like all the options for downtime, so people actually know what they can do with it. I'm gonna see if I can just get you guys the link to the downtime folder. Let me see here. Share.
Maybe make a downtime channel.
Yeah. Copy link,
Got you.
and then downtime channel.
Made. Done.
What?
I made. Oh, we
Made two of
at
them.
the same time. Whoops.
Yeah.
I'll do
So
it.
anyway, so this is all the downtime stuff. The stuff that's relevant for downtime in
Deleted the wrong one.
it's fine.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. Shit. Why is it not? Okay, copy link. There we go. So the regular downtime activities, which we got to go to 5e tools for. So give me a second. 5e tools. Downtime revisited. Bam! It's right there, saved, motherfucker. That's great. All right, so these are the regular downtime stuff that I'm using, which is the Xanathars thing. So anything that has XGE next to it is the one we're using. But there's also in this folder, where was that? Here.
So if it's not XGE, it means we're not using it?
Right, because they're usually just they're the exact same thing. It's just one's updated.
Right. Okay.
And then share, and then there's other downtime activities in copy link in this one, which Vert is familiar with. And then there's also wizarding contests, which is, I don't know, not necessarily useful for everybody, but whatever. So yeah,
that monthly one is great. It's my favorite downtime book, to be honest.
yeah. So effectively speaking, the list of downtime activities are as follows. Where is the buying a magic item, carousing, crafting an item, crime, gambling, pit fighting, relaxation, religious service, research, scribing a spell scroll, selling a magic item, training, which I may not do, and work.
That's how you learn tools, though, right? Training? Or was that for
I
skills?
believe. Hold on a second. Training. This one says, yeah, training in a language or tool. Yeah, so it's
Tool, okay.
language or tool, but it's not training like levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
So
all.
how many weeks downtime we got at the moment?
You always get 3 months.
So we've got 3 months at the moment. Alright.
Yep. So, the easiest and best way to do this is by writing out like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, right? So you can keep track of it easier.
Yeah.
Can I just go
And
sing
then
for
what?
Can I just go sing for 3 months?
I mean, I guess like I want to stress just how awesome downtime actually is, though,
Yeah,
because
don't waste it, man.
I feel like a lot of people like money is great and all, but like I think I was talking to Oli the other day about just how powerful some of this shit is, like in a narrative sense, right? Not in a I can hit things hard sense, but like for example, like you can do divination. I mean, this is just an example, right? You can do divinations for a month, and then all the information that you've garnered from the divinations, you can then research about, right? And then once you find out the information of the research, like you know, let's say you wanted to divine something like where is the location of a treasure, right, in Aloria, right, or something like that, and it might come with landmarks like, oh, there's a giant gray rock and a giant iron spike and a volcano that's actively spewing out flame, right? That would be like a divination, right? and then you'd be like, okay, what the fuck is that metal spike thing, right? Research downtime, right? And then boom, you go and find a fucking treasure hoard at the end of all that. You know what I mean? Like, or I mean, that's if you wanted money. But like, there's also other shit, right?
Dungeon
Where
delving and all that. Or you could learn
Yeah.
spells, you could get magic items, you could craft magic items, you could become a genius basically, spend all your time researching, learn everything you could possibly know about the world. Fuck, there's
What
so
is
many
that?
things.
Am I hearing like water?
Oh, sorry, that was water.
Okay. But on top of all that, right, there's also, things like gambling. I mean, a lot of these things are making money, sure. But some of it's even like using downtime so that you don't have to use in-session time to buy magic items. You know? Which, I mean, that's also something. So you can just kind of be buying or finding someone who has the item, figuring out who it is, buying the item, etc. What else is even in here? I mean, building a stronghold, you don't have the capital for that. Let's see. I think that's really
Hello?
mostly
Can you hear me?
everything.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
And then
Hello?
the other book.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So where is? Oh.
Yeah, don't waste your downtime, man. Trust me, you'll
And
end
like
up
I
regretting
said,
it.
it's one
Everyone
of
will
those
just be
things.
so much further ahead than you.
Yeah, because like we also have stuff like bounty hunting, creating art, discovering spells, which is learning spells, divination, dungeon delving, gathering ingredients, grassroots activism, performing, spying, tournament sports. There's even rumor mongering. Like you could literally like spread rumors throughout a place. Like I mean, the
Yeah.
world's your playground. Like
If you waste your
money.
downtime, everyone else in the party will just be leagues ahead of you.
And it's not
So,
even like leagues in a power sense, okay? It's leagues in like I have friends, I've
Yeah.
got connections, I've got
got magic
potential
items,
rivals,
got
I've got
knowledge.
magic items, I've got so yeah, so
knowledge
like
and information. Networks.
so what I'm trying to say is like you really should utilize it when you get it. Especially when there's going to be a time period soon where you may not be able to do any downtime at all.
Shit. Ah, fuck you, cunt.
So, it's one of those things where, I mean, money is great and all, but you're part of the eccentrics now, so like money is not nearly as important. Well, if you decide to become part of that kind of thing too, that's a whole other thing that I can't get into right now. But, but there's so many other things, and like I feel like gathering ingredients is going to be replaced because now we have a whole gathering system made. But the grassroots activism, performing, spying, tournament sports, dungeon delving, all of that stuff is still on the table. Yeah. Anyway, and also if there isn't something on here that you want to do, chances are there's other shit you can do. Like
a couple of things I'd like to do, or a few things I'd like to buy at least.
Yeah, so the first things first, do you have the money right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with that 35 grand he gave me, I do.
Right. So
But otherwise, I can. How much? Wait, how much was a bag of holding?
It's in the rules at the top, saying magic item prices. Wait, it's not rules. Where was that? Was it in?
Uncommon.
It's uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay, so in economy, if it's uncommon, it states that a non-combat item is anywhere between 500 to 60,000, but at the top of where the fuck did it go? Is it in world lore?
That's for an uncommon, is it?
Hold on. Saying magical item prices is literally at the top of world lore. I'm gonna put it in the general quick. Copy link message, put in general. Like, if it's a normal magic item, it's in this book. So, If I open
Oh,
the
yeah.
same magical prices up, it's gonna say bag of holding, depending on what level it is, it's gonna be certain prices, right? So Control F, bag of holding.
So 4,000. Jeez.
Yeah, so an uncommon, 4,000.
Okay.
But a
okay.
regular bag of holding. Hold on a second. D&D 5e bag of holding. I think the regular uncommon version can still hold pretty decent shit. The dragon is 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 40 feet deep. The bag can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. Bag weighs 15 pounds, regardless of contents. So it's a pretty big bag.
Yeah.
If you get a higher version of it, it can hold more, but
I don't think I need more. Not
2
now,
feet
anyway.
in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep. So
That's
it's
plenty. And it's 64 cubic feet, right, inside?
yeah.
Yeah, that's heaps of space.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna get really anal about it either.
Okay,
like,
so
as long as it's not trying to put a fucking boat in it or something.
Yeah, has to still fit in the 2-foot mouth, you know.
That too, yeah.
But so this eccentric thing, this gold, Verd's pretty much already decided to say yes. So when it
Right.
comes to the gold, I'm okay to use that now, right? Because I'm already saying yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's whether the other parties say yes for whether they
Right,
get a
and
cut,
then they get
basically.
a cut of it, yeah.
But they only
Which
get a cut if they say yes.
Yeah. So regardless,
Maybe we could-
right now we should assume that if you're what the hell is it called? If you split it amongst the people who are currently here, and then save the Grug one just in case, then you can figure out how much money you actually have.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us total. So I'm thinking of giving. Hold up. You guys do your thing. I'll. No, I'm not going to split it evenly.
Fair.
Hey, it's me, the one who got, recruited. They'll get a good amount.
In any
Just
case,
remember, you owe Oli money. That's all I'm
yeah.
We'll get it. Trust me. Maybe we could start with that, like meeting up at the tavern in the morning for breakfast or something.
Okay, that's fair.
What do you guys think?
You guys need to figure out the money and all that stuff too before downtime, because you might need money for downtime.
Yeah.
It will affect whether or not, like, because if you don't have money, then you have to use some downtime to make money, and then
Yep, because I have 7 silver.
yeah. So.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Verd is at his usual spot in the diner.
The crooked cockatrice, right?
Say it again.
The crooked cockatrice, which is the
The inn. Yeah.
slash-
The crooked cockatrice.
yeah.
Next door to his flat.
Mhm.
He's there. He's having his usual breakfast ale.
Nice. Oh, by the way, there's new menu items in the crooked cockatrice. There's fried cockatrice bites for 2
Wait,
silver
where is
plates.
this?
I did it with Dragon the other day in their session. But I'm
Do you have
reading
it
it
written
off.
down or anything? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do, but like it's not
All good.
super important.
Yeah.
But fried cockatrice bites, 2 silver pieces a plate. Fried sauces, mild, hot, and inferno, 2 silver pieces or copper pieces each. And there is now things called loaded flatbreads and foldovers. You have no
Ooh,
idea
that
what
sounds
those are.
nice.
Yeah, they're actually a shock of what they actually are. But in any case, but that's another thing. Anything you guys do in the game that affects the world, I make it canon amongst all the games.
Okay.
Interesting.
Anyway.
So yeah, Verd is having his breakfast ale, sitting at the bar. Yeah.
Where's my money, bitch?
Oli doesn't know about it, so this is gonna be on
Yeah, no one. Verd hasn't actually told any of them about the gold
Yeah.
yet. and he was alone when it was given to him. So
Oh, well, that's fair, I guess. I'll give you inspiration for keeping a character for both of you guys. Like,
Sweet.
okay, so yeah.
So we've long rested since last session, correct?
yes, yeah.
Okay, Oli will come downstairs from his room to start the day then,
Okay.
and he'll
Ved cheers Ollie, with his drink, calls him over.
okay, he'll go on and sit down by him, and just pat him on his back, and tell him it's a little early for the booze, don't you think?
There's no such thing as a time for booze. It is always time for booze.
Always time for booze.
Son, you will die soon if you live like that.
Ah, I know it. That's kind of the plan, until recently anyway.
So this is the crooked cockatrice, so you guys have an internal view.
Ooh,
Okay.
very cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, Ver's sitting at the bar, not on the table. At
Got
the
it.
table.
Mm-hmm. Oli. Oli would just like a thing of bread and water.
Okay.
Bird puts a coin on the table to pay for it for him.
Okay.
Oh
so
no, young man, I can pay for it. Don't you worry.
I owe you money, mate. So actually, Bird reaches into his coat and pulls out a sack of coin, dropping it into your hand. There's the 1,380 gold I owed you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't. It's a little suspicious that you just had this already handed to me, but okay.
Yeah, something
How you
happened. Something happened last night at the what was it? The club, I guess you'd call
yes,
it.
it's called the Prismatic Mirage.
Yeah. Okay. So something happened at the Mirage last night.
Man, you're
No,
a lot more
I-
expensive hooker than I thought you were. Look, I ain't gonna complain. You do what you gotta do.
It's not something I haven't done in the past. So
Okay. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I've lived a long life.
By the way, here's prices in case you
Fair
guys
enough.
want to roleplay or whatever. It's only like 2 copper pieces and water's free, so
Mhm.
Oh, amazing.
Okay.
super inexpensive.
Bird has a mug of, a gallon of ale.
A gallon.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Oh, you'll
And then
see Oli like.
He bought Ollie a comfortable meal too. It's 5
Yeah,
silver.
that's fair. There you go.
Okay.
7 silver.
Oli is just like picking out his bread, like he's picking it into pieces, like bite-sized pieces, and then he just dunks it in the water for a little bit, just like staring off into space, and then once it gets nice and wet, he starts eating that piece, and then he just keeps
God.
repeating that with each.
Bird
piece.
has a
This is
look of
unhinged
like
behavior.
Bird has like a look on his face. Like, what are you doing, mate?
What is this? Why?
Do you want me to get you some milk to dunk that in instead? Water.
No.
That's even
No,
weirder.
No, I just need the bread a little softer, you know.
Softer.
I don't want the milk will
Fair
just
enough.
ruin the taste and the flavoring.
What about an ale then? He cheers
He'll cheers with the
That'd be
water
fun.
that has breadcrumbs in it. He's like, oh no, I'll drink this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Fair enough.
Good
thing I don't need to eat.
Unhinged.
Otherwise, good thing I don't eat. Otherwise, it might be turned off right now.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, youngin.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna knock it.
So what's
not
the
gonna try
thing? Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose we chat and eat until Cade comes over.
All right. It seems to be a
Fair.
pretty much daily routine of you guys coming to the crooked cockatrice. So.
Pretty much. Well, Verd spend most of his free time there, so.
Oh, and Cade, your parents are back.
Oh,
Your sister is not here.
Oh, you better hope they don't find out.
I wonder, did they find out? I want to ask that. So when Cade gets here, actually.
Yeah, so
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
wake up and that's the first thing I'm checking.
Yeah, so Cade wakes up in the morning and seems to be a pretty fairly normal morning. Your mom downstairs is cooking. So wait, what is it? How do we differentiate? Like, do we say your mom and then your ma? Like,
Maybe one is mum, the other is mums.
I don't know. That's up to Cade,
Yeah, how does
right?
Cade refer to him?
Because you got two. So like,
Maybe mum and ma.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cade there.
I guess mom
Okay.
and ma would make sense, but I don't know.
Okay, so who is mom and who's ma?
I'll leave that up to you.
Oh Jesus. Fine, I will make your mother, the one that birthed you, mom,
Okay.
and the one that is your not birthed you is your ma. Like, because that makes sense to me for some
I'm
reason.
gonna write this down.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
oh God, this fucking thing. Ah, there we go. Your guys' videos kill me. Silvara is your second mom, aka Ma. So we'll edit that. I'll put that here.
Are they in character creation, like NPCs or something?
No, I should probably put them in there, but I just put them basically like they're basics in the um in the in the private messages I have of them. But did we actually give pictures of these two too? Where did that go?
Don't.
I don't think I've ever seen pictures of the mums
No,
before.
no. I'm just saying to Cade. I'm speaking specifically to Cade at this
I
point.
do not think so.
Oh no, they're here. Silvara's here. So let me copy this image. Okay, so let me do it this way. NPC. This is Silvara, aka Ma. Okay, and then going back to your shit. Sorry, continue. I can multitask, so.
Oh, one of your mums is an elf, is she?
Well, technically they're from Drakengard, but yeah.
So they're dragon people.
No. It's confusing. I will not explain that right now.
Fair enough.
And then
Cade
copy
do it.
image.
Yeah.
Then we got Leora, who is your mom.
Okay, so
It's M-U-M, remember?
No, I don't
No.
use mum. That's you British
Oh,
and
boy.
like Australian people. That's your weird shit. That's your shit. Like
No.
Well,
let Bird
it's
beat your
mum.
parents.
It's not mom. Mom.
it's mom.
Mom. It's
Om.
mum.
It's
Mom.
mom.
I'm gonna let this fight happen.
You degenerate.
Mom.
Fight.
You see, you're even saying it. See, you're saying See, you're saying it. You're
That's
just
mum.
saying it. No,
Australians
it's
say
not
mum.
mom.
No, because then you can't say "mum's" the word, and then it just sounds weird in your language.
Mum's the
In your
word.
dialect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mom's the word. It's
How does
a
mum's the
different
word? Say? What?
Huh?
So "mum's" the word.
Mum. Mum is
Mum.
is an old timey term for quiet.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's why it's weird when you guys can say, "Mum, where are you, Mum?"
Yeah.
It's like, where are you? Quiet? Where are you?
Yeah. It's like, why do they think it like that? It's so weird.
Works out pretty good, actually.
Wow.
Goodness.
Wow.
I knew I'd get a
Showing
good
your
one
true
from Story for that one.
Showing your true colors there.
I knew I'd get a good reaction from Story on that one.
Anyway. And then of course their sister.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
We haven't met his family. You may not want Ver to meet your moms. You know.
God.
That could go poorly.
I would actually consider Verd to be potentially a pretty bad influence, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
Actually,
Who would
I'm
have thought
pretty
the
sure
man
Bird has
drinking
that.
in the morning?
this is Kate's family, right?
Nice.
Including the sister that just went off to like do the Artificers Guild.
Very nice.
Gosh, dang. Wait, so is a sister a stepsister? Because they look very tan.
Technically speaking, okay, they'd be half siblings, because these two can have babies magically together, so they did that one.
Oh, okay.
And then Leora is Cade's biological mother with another
Right.
person. So they're half sibling.
Gotcha. Half sibling. Interesting. Okay.
This is spun into.
I really hope no one has the low-hanging fruit joke on that one, though.
The what?
There's a really easy joke to say, and it's kind of gross, so I'm not saying
Go
it.
on.
No!
I want to hear it now.
No.
No!
Why even mention it then? You just make me want to hear it.
Fine. They're only half siblings, so it's not 100% fucked up. Like, that was
Oh,
the
that's
joke.
gold.
I mean, it's still bad, but still.
That's gold.
Welcome to Twitch.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, God. Keeping it in the family. God. You know, I'm Southern. I'm allowed to make that joke. Anyway.
Boy,
By blood,
I'm
not by
Southern and
reputation.
I'm not allowed to make that joke.
What?
So I'm
Where are you
guessing-
from?
I'm from I live in Texas. I'm from Oklahoma.
Oh, wait. No, yeah. You can't make... Nah, you can't
Yeah,
make incest
I can't
jokes.
make that joke.
You're Texan. I'm South Carolina. Like, that's...
No. I'm
Kansas.
Oklahoman living in Texas. I am not a Texan.
Oh. Well, then, there you go. You definitely can't make
I
jokes.
still can't make the joke.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness. Okay, skip.
So I'm
Anyway.
guessing Cade comes into the bar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's just skip.
So
that.
wait.
Okay.
Hold on a second. We still have to do the funny shenanigans moment. So Leora, aka your mom. I'm looking. I just did the stare thing, like looking at Verd, but like since I can't see Verd's face, like I just looked at his icon, like mom. Anyway, yeah, it seems pretty normal. I mean, except your sister's voice is not ringing out, so you can obviously assume that she's not here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So are you still in bed or what?
No, I'll go grab breakfast.
Okay. So you go downstairs and you notice that like you have a full ass spread, like a full, like it's like the kind of special breakfast that you get when people have news.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I love how everyone got that. That's funny. A big smorgasbord breakfast type that you get specifically on special occasions.
Time to open the door and come out.
Anyway, so what's up, Cade? What are you doing?
Uh,
Leora's like just finished plating all the food, and Silvara is like sitting at the table already.
Maybe they're gonna stiffen up and just slowly sit at the table.
Mhm.
Just one of those. Oh, fuck.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Anyway, so what are you doing now, Cade? Just slowly and awkwardly eating?
Yep.
They don't look at all like uncomfortable or weird. So
Just gonna eat.
I'm confused. So there's a celebration dinner, but they don't look confused.
no, I'm saying okay. So let me explain a little better. They're in a good mood. Everyone seems to be pretty perky or whatever, right? Your mom made you all your favorite breakfast shit and put it down on the table and plated it for you. Like, so something's up, but not like I'm gonna fucking kill you, you know? Because that's not the type of thing you get if they're like, "Where's my shit?" Like. So anyway,
I'm just gonna eat.
okay, so you eat, and you know, without further ado, I guess because you don't want to ask, Leora then says, "Cade, there's something that we want to tell you. We just got back in last night. You were already in bed, so we didn't bother you. But you know, your ma and I are planning on taking a trip to their homeland."
That's exciting.
Yeah. However, this does mean we won't be back for quite some time. So we were hoping that you would be more than happy to watch over the house since nothing's you know, since you know the house didn't burn down, us watching it.
Yeah, you
Hold
almost
on,
lost all your
hold on a second.
shit, but-
Hold on, hold on. I want to say that as Silvara. That line, that one.
I mean,
The one's like, well, we came back and the house wasn't on fire, so.
yeah, you
And
almost
then
lost all
Leora
your
just-
shit.
Do you say that? Did you just
Yeah,
admit that?
Yup.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
God, Kate, you're dumb as shit.
Wait, what did he say?
Yeah,
Here we go.
What did he say?
Gotta give us
He
something.
told her. He told
Wait,
him
too
what
many
happened.
people.
Wait, so are you lying? Like, are you?
Straight
So,
up just
what are you
telling
trying
you.
to do there?
Straight
No,
up
I
just-
mean you're. Hold on, I gotta roll a check on this one then,
Oh lord.
cause like, remember, like, even if you're telling the truth, they still have to see if you're lying, right? Oh my God, this is terrible. You're terrible for this. Okay, so 13. So I don't know. I mean, I guess. Okay. How does this work?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, it's weird because you're not actually lying. So there's no DC. So like, fuck.
Oh, I thought you don't roll when there's no, you know.
Well, the thing is that I'm trying to see if they think that you're lying. like, so I
Well, maybe
guess.
if they roll under, say, 5, they think you're lying even though you're not.
Well,
maybe?
no, it'd be
Something?
the opposite. It would be. Hold on. Okay, so I get it. So they think at first they look like you're joking, but they immediately like perk up, and like Leora looks to you and says, "What was that?
You almost lost all your shit.
How?"
Weird little fucking ooze creature decided to make its way in here, and we almost got robbed. Well, we got robbed, and then I got our shit back.
Both of them kind of just wait for a second, and then like look at each other and it's like, "Well, if that's the case, then even better. You were responsible enough to get all the stuff back, so."
Yeah.
I got my video
No.
working, by the way.
I see.
Oh, nice. But in any case, so the problem here is that both of them are kind of like they don't know really what to say at this point because, like, it's not that you know you got all the shit back. They don't see anything gone, so it looks pretty much like you put it back in the right places at least, or at least as much as they would know. So they said, well, then I guess no harm, no foul. So in any case, we were wondering if you'd be willing to, you know, keep your eye on the place, and if you do decide to go anywhere, just make sure you lock up and, you know, make sure that that can't happen again, I guess, somehow.
Verd did mention that it might be a good idea to set up some magic protections on the house and whatnot.
Yeah, that's fair. They'd
So-
have to spend some money for the house and stuff to do that, but that's fine.
Yeah,
They'll probably do that now. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah.
Some guards or something.
Well, I mean, guards. I don't know.
God, would be
Hiring
expensive.
guards would be more expensive overall because they're going to be gone for 6 months.
Shit,
So,
that's a lot.
like, because it's pretty much, unfortunately for them, they're on a boat ride. So, I don't even know if that's right.
I can handle the
Kind
house.
of. Actually, I don't know. Like, if it's a wooden vessel, right, and it's pretty much half the world away, right, is 6 months enough time? Well,
6 months is quite a long time for a cruise.
Depends on how fast the cruise is.
Though, to be like for a trip back in the day of sailing to get from England to Australia is like the longest sailing trip in the world at the time. It took like 3 months.
okay, so 6 months sounds about right if they're spending a couple weeks there and then coming home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Whatever. So yeah, 6 months. So yeah, because I seriously doubt that they want to stay there that long.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
anyway,
like 2 months travel, 1 month stay, 2 months travel back, kind of thing.
yeah, like I said, you know, we're also dealing with some anachronisms of like elemental powered boats and shit. So
Mhm.
True.
whatever. I was
This would
just
be
trying to.
faster.
I was just logically trying to figure out like a timestamp, like 6
Yeah,
months.
5,
out of
6
there,
months.
right? Makes me. It means that they could spend like a month there and come back, kind of thing. Whatever. So anyway, moving on. So they look flabbergasted, but all in all, like don't really question it. They, you see like Leora like look over to their room and not realizing like anything is really out of place because they're not anal. You know what I mean? Like they're not sitting there like, oh my god, my earrings are in the wrong order. God,
My earrings
I would
moved 2
hate
inches
that as
to
a
the
parent.
left.
They're supposed to be on the right. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they just go, well, in any case, we'll probably deal with some alarms and spells and get some mage rights in here to spruce the place up a bit. But other than that, just watch over the house.
That's doable.
And other than that, I hope you enjoy your breakfast. And yeah, Leora like excuses themselves to their room, like to like check shit, like because like they obviously are concerned, but like it didn't look like anything was obviously missing. So,
Got it all back.
hold on 1 second. I'm gonna be like 2 minutes. If you guys want to continue with the getting Kate to the cockatrice, go ahead and do that. But I'm just be right back in like 5 minutes. I have a phone call, or you can take a 5-minute break. I don't know, either one. You don't want me missing anything anymore.
Right.
All right, be right back.
Did you turn your light off, sir? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh god, you flashbanged us. Yeah, I'll finish my food and then make my way over. So.
Okay.
Obviously saying the obvious shit as I leave.
Right.
So, do you want to get Kate over to the inn?
Yeah, just make my way over.
That'll work with me.
Hey, look, it's the street.
Can you see these changes that I'm doing
Yes.
on my
Yeah.
background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we match backgrounds?
Trying to find one I like. This one.
Alright, cool. So now we're matching, except I'm not phasing out of existence as much.
Okay, so Cade is making his way over to the inn. While me and Verd are still like eating and he's drinking by ourselves, Oli will like lean over and whisper, and he'll be like, "So how long have you had your condition?"
Well, I've it started off with dampirism. So, I'm assuming you know the difference between a vampire and a dampier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I started off as a half vampire, so a dampier. And,
Okay.
but I eventually managed to augment myself, I suppose you would call it. And, I managed to turn myself into something a little bit more. But originally, I changed myself when I was around 25. 25. So that's probably why I look around 25. But I'm technically 51 years old. So yeah, 26 years I've been since I changed.
Interesting.
What about you?
I've been this way so long I don't even really remember, to be honest. Oli is old physically, and he and he looks like he's physically old and is old.
Remember you lied to Verd saying that you were a dampier, so that's what he was asking.
Mm-hmm. He didn't lie necessarily. He just showed you fangs.
Well, it was deception, technically.
Uh huh. Sure. Bird doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's why he's asking like how long since you became a vampire or vampire, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Is Oli, you know, he doesn't really remember. He's also his mind isn't as well as it used to be.
I'm gonna do another check on you for that one.
Sure, go for it.
Meanwhile, kid just still walking down the street.
Oh.
casually.
20.
20.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
At
Okay.
19.
Okay.
I
So
got
what
an
is
18?
18. Oh, so I see through the fact that you're not a damn peer now.
You see
Really?
the fact that I don't know
Oh.
how I'm old.
No, I was
Hold
doing
on
an
a second.
insight
What was
to
the
see.
lie?
So, Verd was doing an insight check to see for the whole vampirism deception that Ollie said to Verd. Ollie told Verd that he was a dampier as well.
But
basically.
you're there's no way you only have an 18.
I rolled a 10.
Wow.
So you rolled 10
Yeah.
with plus 8. I got a 19
Damn.
with plus 1. So, yeah, I
he
won.
beat Bird.
Alright, well, that's unlucky.
Whack!
Fine, he doesn't know what I am still, and I showed him fangs,
Yeah.
so he knows that much.
Now you're just-
Verd,
now you're
Verd no
fucking
longer,
confused.
Verd no longer believes you're a dampier, but
That's fine.
he's like wondering what
What
the hell
fuck?
what you
What
are
the hell
now.
are you then?
That's exactly how I want it to be.
At this point,
Confusion in our ranks.
At this point, I'm gonna walk in.
Chaos. Okay. Sweet.
So just as we're talking here, let's say Cade comes in then, eh?
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yes. Hello,
you, Cade?
Cade.
What I miss?
Beautiful morning.
Yeah, it is a nice morning.
Little
How's things with you,
stressful.
Cade?
A little stressful.
Your family get back home yet?
Yeah, only to pretty much turn around and leave again, but you know.
Fair enough.
Well,
What about
homework, I guess.
what about the whole situation we had? Everything go alright?
I mean, that's
Hey.
what happened. That just happened.
I
So
think he's getting something.
Can you hear me,
Someone
Cade?
handed,
Yeah.
someone handed him something.
oh.
Well,
Did you hear my question?
was about as okay as it could have gone.
Fair enough.
Vagaries.
Vague answers.
Well, it seems that okay, well, I figured I should tell you guys what happened last night in regards to the whole, you know, eccentrics
Mm-hmm.
group and all that. So basically, the old mate Slick there, he wants us to join the eccentrics, and he gave us a bit of a signing bonus, I suppose you could say. That yeah, shit. And if you guys do accept, we're gonna have a bit of cash, and we're gonna have a lot of access to cash in the future as well.
With a lot of contracts, there comes catches. So what's the catch?
Wait, say it again.
With a lot of contracts, there comes catches. So what's the catch?
Well, there's not too much of a catch for you guys. Like for myself, well, I'm assuming you guys will also get certain contracts in regards to there's a certain amount of publicity and so on that you're gonna have to do, like public relations and that kind of, you know, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, I think most of that kind of stuff I could handle though, if you guys didn't want to. But yeah, it basically we become celebrities in a way, I suppose, celebrity adventurers. And yeah, as you've seen with the other eccentrics, they are quite well-to-do people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
So
with it.
it's a good way to get ahead, I reckon.
I'm fine with it.
Cool. Ollie's on board, or was that Cade?
That was Cade.
Okay.
That was Cade. What about
I
you,
don't know
Ollie?
how celebrity could be a problem.
Well, like I said, you don't have to deal with the
So-
celebrity part. I can look after that. You know.
So when you say celebrity, does it have to be? Do they have to know it is me, and he'll like point his finger into his cheek?
Wait, what was the question?
He'll like look at you and he's like, do they have to know it's Oli? And he'll like point at himself. Like, do they have to know it's me?
No, you could wear a mask and go by a different name if you want. Something.
Or insert
Mm,
appropriate answer here.
Yeah. All that.
right. Okay.
There's plenty of people who are incognitus. So
Yeah,
Right.
like the scarecrow fella last night. He was fully covered up. He didn't have a real name.
unfortunately, that is their entire body.
Okay.
Well, it looks like he's covered up.
Exactly. It's just funny because that's their fucking body.
And I noticed that a lot of them seem to dress similarly, so would that be a requirement as well?
No.
think the
That
whole
the
point
group
of
that we
it-
saw last night was just one of the groups, and they've kind of taken their style from my style, I suppose.
Yeah, in a way.
So they're a bit of the like dark fellas, but no, we don't have to be dark. I'm going to keep whatever fashion I wear, but you guys can wear whatever you want.
It could even be a gimmick because every other team pretty much has a gimmick.
Hmm.
So the lack of a gimmick is, by extension, a gimmick, right?
Yeah, true.
So, at least in my theory of how I would view that, it's like
Yeah.
the mismatchness of your group is in a gimmick.
Here's our gimmick.
Just call us the misfits at
So.
this point.
The misfits, yeah. So,
Yeah, I try to stay away from thes in front of names. It's a out of character. Excuse me, like an out of character like gripe, I guess. Like the Beatles, the Doors.
Just call
The
us misfits.
monkey.
I don't know.
The organization is called the Eccentrics.
Well, actually, it's effectively the Eccentrics League, but it's pared down to Eccentrics. So that's a little bit more fair. I just hate saving the blank all the time.
I don't know, call us misfits.
Just
Mhm.
annoying. Misfits is fine, but like, I don't know. It just, like I said, it's an out of game gripe. It's dumb.
Right.
I understand it. It's like, it just, I don't know.
We can-
The Doors.
We can figure out, the name later.
Oli agrees to these terms.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, we're going to have to sign a contract and all that. Old mate Slick, he's setting up a new contract for the three of us, or the four of us, because he was only expecting me to join up
That's-
in reality. So,
Mm.
but there is a bit of a sign-on bonus as well. So you're definitely a yes, Cade?
I'm definitely.
Bird looks at Cade. Then he looks to Ollie. You're definitely a yes?
I agree.
You agree? Alright. Bird pulls out 2 sacks containing
Mm-hmm.
platinum pieces with a total of what is it?
Okay.
Math time.
So first off, they were all effectively in, I think it was 350 orichalcum pieces, which would be 35,000 gold, because you're adding zeros.
Yeah.
So how
So
many platinum pieces are you putting
That's
in each bag?
350
Okay, so you put
In
350.
in total. So I
So-
put so I'm putting 50 platinum pieces in each bag. Wait. No, 5,000
Hold
gold
on.
worth. What's that?
Okay, hold on. So let me type it out because I'm bad at this. Okay, so 10 copper is equal to 1 silver, right?
Mhm.
10 silver pieces is equal to 1 gold piece. 10 gold
gold.
pieces is equal to
One platinum.
1 platinum piece, and
10
then
platinum.
10 platinum pieces is equal to 10
One
orichalcum pieces, so OP. So with that conversion, God,
Yep. So
I even try to
10
keep it tens. I
Yeah,
try to
okay.
keep it metric for everybody, and it's still hard. Anyway, but
Okay, so I'm giving there's 500 platinum pieces in each bag.
so 500 platinum.
So that's 5,000 gold each.
Is that true? Is that how that works?
Sounds
So
correct.
5,000 divided by 10 is 500. So
Okay. So yeah,
So yeah.
that's 5,000 gold each.
I have that in mind.
Ved hands you each 5,000 gold to the two of you. So like it's not an even split, but I'm going to be using the extra money that isn't being divvied up for stuff for the group, potions, that kind of shit.
Mm.
So that's why I figured I'd give you give 5,000 to each of you guys. It's a pretty decent amount of gold, I personally reckon. So
Yep, it's a good little sign-on bonus.
100%. So, wait, how many? There's 500 gold. Wait, how many platinum did I say again?
Okay, so
5,000 divided by 10. 500. Yeah, 500. Okay.
okay, so 500 platinum pieces would be 5,000 gold pieces because it's 1 0,
Mm-hmm.
2 zeros, 3 zeros, going down, right? So that would be like almost like 500,000 copper pieces.
35,000 gold is how many platinum total? Wait, 35,000.
Okay, so
divided by 10.
35000. Why are you
3,500.
dividing by 10?
Because that's the number.
Don't you just knock off a 0?
You just drop a 0.
You could do that too, yeah.
Like,
I'm
I
bad
think
at
that's
math, though.
right. So what I'm saying is that, okay, so 35,000 gold pieces, right?
Yeah, I had
So-
I have 350 gold, not 3,500 gold on my list, so I just changed it then.
Okay, so
I'll be
35,000 gold, you knock a 0 off, and that becomes 3,500 platinum.
Yeah.
3,500 platinum.
So I got 2,500 platinum left.
Is that right?
Minus 5,000 to each of them. 35,000 minus 10, 25,000. So
Okay,
2,500.
got it. Okay, that sounds right.
That's right.
Cool. Alright, so there's your sign-on bonuses. The contract will be coming in the next day or two. So I'll just...
We need
Make-
to go to him, or will he come to us?
I'm not really sure yet. He may find me, and then I'll find you guys, or he might send me a letter, and I'll collect you guys, whichever way it ends up being. We're all
He'll
gonna have
most
to sign the
likely
contract,
come find Verd,
Okay.
like, because
How
he
usually did in
pretty
the
much
past, right?
personally deals with, signing people on himself.
Yeah.
Which is going above and beyond his CEO duties, but whatever.
Yeah, he said he did that specifically for Verd, right? Because he'd been
Well,
trying to get him for so long.
I mean that too, but it's one of those things where he's got some issues he's dealing with inside his own company and ranks, so he's just taking on the ability of bringing in new eccentrics because of reasons. So,
Right.
Fair enough.
like, that's all he was telling you the other day. He specifically came to talk it out because the current people who he has trying to recruit have not been working out.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so, yeah, so... Verd looks the two of you. Sorry. You go for a second.
Okay, man.
You good?
no, they're dying.
Gnarly cough.
Do I need to, come hit you in the chest or something?
Goodness.
Yeah. Alright, so I got a few things I'd like to buy. I'd like to get a bag of holding for the group, as well as some healing potions and maybe some magic potions, that kind of stuff. So I'm setting aside 5,000 for each of the group. None of you guys know there was 35k given either.
Yeah, we don't know that.
So I've given you guys each 5,000 for the sign-on bonuses. And I'm keeping 5 for myself, and I'm using the rest for party expenses and so on.
Fair. All right.
So yeah, you guys good with that?
Fine with me. I don't know any different.
Yeah, that's fair too. But yeah,
No,
So, in any case,
I'm gonna buy a shield.
yeah, a regular shield, like
No,
a
plus
normal shield.
So, do you guys want to go down to the bazaar?
Yeah,
See if there's
I'm gonna go buy things. Since how we have.
You guys can go by.
Yeah,
Oli's gonna go back and deposit his money back in his room.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait. Before Ollie leaves, I chuck him. Wait, no, I already paid that.
He already
30.
paid me back for the rest. Yep.
I got a. What's 1380? 138. It's 138 platinum. I take off.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
1,380 gold is 138 platinum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2500 minus. Okay. Alright.
Where's the
And
the
cool.
sheet for like how much shit costs? That's
Economy.
So, magical items and things like that. The way that the setting works is there's not like a Walmart for magic items. You would either find someone who can actually make it for you and then spend the time,
Well, yeah, I was gonna
Or-
make it myself. So I don't find
or you do the downtime activity of buying a magic item, which usually tells you how long it takes someone to find that item.
yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to get that that circlet of intellect, and build relations with the person who I buy that from.
Okay, the circlet. Are you doing that with your money, or are you doing that with the?
So with
Sign on
my money, I'm
RP.
getting the with my cut of that 5,000, I'm getting the vampire blossom and the circle of intellect. With the party
Uh-huh.
money, I'm getting the bag of holding and healing potions.
Okay. So, with that being said, there is the downtime activities to finding magic items, or you can go and try to find someone who might have it,
Yep.
or require
We'll do the second
requisition.
one.
So, what are you doing?
Right. Oh, I would be able to requisition an uncommon, wouldn't I? Actually, right?
Yeah, if you have the RP points, you can do that.
How much would that cost in RP?
So, where did I put that? I'm terrible at this. World lore? No. Player notes? No. Rules? No.
Is economy?
It might be an economy.
Fleeting fantasies, consumables.
Nope. Where did I put that? Job board price. I did put it somewhere. Maybe I did put
What
it
was
in,
it called?
just put requisition points. Control F. That's what I'm doing. Requisition. Requisition time system. Jump. Oh, so it is in. Okay, so pinning and pinning. There you go. It's pinned in general.
Okay, so for common, wait, I don't see uncommon. Oh, RP cost is 87.5 or 88.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 131, so I could technically do that.
Right, because you can use either RP or money, basically. So,
Whoops.
so if you want to use money with the requisition team, you would just have to
8,000
pay.
gold. So yeah, no, I'll use RP to
Yeah.
get that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's 131 minus 88? Look. Okay, 43. And do I gain any good relations?
So right now, I'm just getting the actual requisitions person
Okay.
for the information. So give me a minute to get that all fixed up because I spaced
Sure.
making it.
right. Also, hold it is an uncommon. Bag holding 4,000 gold. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use some of
Yeah,
my
magic
requisition-
items.
Say it again, Kate.
I'm gonna use some of my requisition points as well.
Wonderful. Let me go ahead and get that situated.
Liam, did you say we would be having downtime?
Yes.
Okay. How long is the downtime exactly?
3 months.
3 months of downtime. Every level up is 3 months, basically.
And we can break them up monthly, I imagine.
Yeah, so basically what I like to
Wonderful.
do is I do week 1, week 2.
Here, let me
Oh, so
send you
you
my
just done it
list.
in a week. Okay.
Let me send you. This is what I do.
So
That's
I'll-
Ollie, right? Yeah. Message.
I don't know if
Right,
I want
there we
to
go.
know exactly what I'm doing.
So that's how many. That's how many down. That's how many weeks you got.
12
So,
weeks. 3 months.
12 weeks, not 13.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
There we go.
Okay. I am going to message you, DM, because I don't want to know exactly what you do.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
no, that's just like so you don't have to type the week 1 to 12 out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's other things.
What do I,
So,
what do I
okay.
roll to learn magic and bullshit?
Huh?
What's that?
I'm trying to learn spells.
So you learn
What?
spells. So that is in the,
Let me send you it.
yeah. So it's actually in the downtime activity underneath the one that looks like the lady with the cat on the front. I forget what the title of that one is.
So downtime on the third one, the third link in downtime,
Mm-hmm.
and then you scroll down to learning spells.
What page exactly am I looking for?
I think you're just gonna have to keep scrolling until you find it. It's here we go. It's like the fourth page or something. So it's 50 gold per level per week.
But you can learn a shit ton of spells because you just got 5k.
Yeah.
So
So it's one week and 50 gold to learn a level 1 spell or a cantrip.
And do I have to roll anything, or does that just happen at that point?
no, well,
Yeah,
I don't
you gotta
know.
roll.
Does it say?
Yeah, I'll take you through it. So, alright. You need to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
So what spell are you learning?
A custom one that me and Story made together.
I can't hear you at all, man.
A custom one that me and Story made together. It's a level.
What level?
It's a level
1?
1. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
level 1 would be I think 100.
15, 16. So you got to roll above a 16.
Yep.
And if you roll below, you waste a week and 50 gold basically.
I'm not liking
Okay,
it.
so
I'm not
how-
liking my changes.
Intelligence Arcana check. You got to roll.
Dice rolls right there.
How long do you think it'll take me to do those two things?
So the problem is that the research downtime, the way that works, right, is in. Okay, go to the downtime activities, right? In the the channels, right? Downtime, right?
Okay.
Go to the one that says downtime revisited. Click on that,
Okay.
and you'll notice the higher the check, the more questions you get to ask, and those questions have to be specific.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like the max is 3 questions, I think.
Yeah,
fully,
so
three
the,
full.
the thing is that if you ask the question right, you may only need it be a week or
Ouch.
2. You know what I mean? But
So,
you have to be careful. Like, I'm not going to be a dick about it, and I will work with you on what you mean by a question, but it has to be a specific thing, right? Like,
so, Cade,
like Google. You know, like when you're looking for Google shit, like you have to be
So-
specific.
I'll just jump in real quick in case Cade. So before you roll again or try for a second one, remember you still have an inspiration if you wanted to use that, or you could just go for a second week.
I'm gonna just int myself and learn that. scroll.
So inspiration is a
Isn't it?
guaranteed learn, basically.
Yeah, I mean it's a guaranteed learn, but that's kind of like useless in this kind of regard because it's a roll. But doesn't it say somewhere where you can spend more money or even like hire someone, or if you're in a library, it's easier, like anything like that?
No, but in the last game, I remember in the last game you said that if you had someone helping you out, like you went to a library or a wizard or whatever, you
Yeah.
get an advantage.
Right. Which is why I'm
Right.
saying, like,
I'm
in
gonna
that
go to,
case,
a
you can.
library type thing then, yeah.
Okay. So, if
roll
you only
again.
rolled one time, just roll the second one, take the higher. Because, especially in Aloria, people who are at the libraries can help you. So,
Ooh. Ow.
what the fuck?
Woo!
Okay,
So
so
I
you
think you're
wait
gonna have to
till
do a second
Arcana.
week on that one.
Hmm?
I think you have to do a second week on that one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they would. Do you think I could go to Eldrina Starweaver to maybe get some help with asking these questions to him?
Refresh
Yeah, you
my
get
memory.
advantage if you go to like.
Write it to me
someone
if it's
who knows
secret, but I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
This is who you thought I was going to be going as when we did the.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, they may not know specifically about either one of those things because it's not their forte.
Sure.
But like research, as I just said, like going to the libraries here, they're pretty well stocked, so you get advantage already. So
Okay.
you might as well just
That's awesome.
kind of do that,
Oh,
and
go
then
with
you
that.
don't have
Advantage.
anybody who actually knows. Gosh,
Advantage, Kate.
forbid.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
I am doing so.
Weirdly,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I'll just go to the library then if I
Jesus
feel that is
Christ.
just better.
At this point, I'm
Oh
building
my
inspiration.
Well, I mean, for roleplay flavor, this does make sense because they're making a whole new spell.
Creating
Trying to
a
learn
spell.
spell.
It's not
And-
discovering; it's creating more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, it's the same difference. But
Yeah.
anyway, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead
Alright,
and
so yeah,
mark
I'll
that
I'll go to the library and see what I can drum up.
So go ahead and do you see where it says research?
Yeah.
Okay. So you roll whatever's there with advantage. I think it's an int check or something. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I actually don't even. It says.
Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, okay. Makes an intelligence check with a +1 bonus per 50 gold spent beyond the initial 50 gold to a maximum of 6.
So if you're confident in your research abilities, you don't have to spend all that extra cash. But if you're not, then you can get up to like a +6 bonus. So
That is really expensive.
it is.
That is
But I mean,
expensive.
it depends on how bad you want the information.
I'm pretty stupid. Well, I'm not stupid. I'm just not smart.
So what is the skill that it asks you to do?
So it says intelligence.
So I mean, you can try to reflavor it as a wisdom thing if you're higher in
The
wisdom.
character
and then
needs access to a library or a sage to conduct research, assuming such access is
you
available.
do. You have that. But what I'm saying is like because I'm more loosey goosey. Like if you can explain to me how role playing wisdom instead of intelligence would work, maybe that'd help. But
For the first one,
Like,
I don't
maybe-
think I have a good argument for, but maybe the second one I could. Actually, I have a +0 in religion anyway, so I don't think I can make a legitimate case for either of them. So,
well, I'm not talking about the topic. I'm talking about a reason why wisdom would help. Like for example,
I know, but I don't think I have a legit reason.
that's fair. I
I'm
guess.
just trying. I'm not trying to metagame it. Like, I just don't think I have a legit reason for me to use wisdom on it.
That's fair.
You know. So I pay 50 no matter what, right?
Yes,
Okay, so 50 no matter what.
because I think that's just the regular roll, and it does explain what the money's for. But
Yeah. Okay, so 50, and then it'd be 50, 100, 200. So it'd be $350 per week if I wanted to get the max available bonus.
Yeah.
I'll do it for the first week and see what happens.
Okay. So you get a +6 bonus on top of whatever else you get, plus advantage.
Plus advantage. 350. Okay. So +6 advantage. We don't want to use this red die. Red die feels bad. That's not great. That's a 17.
Okay, so that means you get 2 questions, I think.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Pretty good.
Okay. So the way that it works is when you have the questions, right? Like this is something that came up as a kind of a headache before. Make the questions, then roll again. Like make your questions, then roll again, because that way you can keep track of, like. Okay, let me explain it this way. You want to ask certain
Well,
questions.
I already
right?
know the first one.
Right. So just send that to me. Right. If you want to
Make sure you ask your question in a way that will give you the exact response that you're seeking.
Like it's
Don't
not a
leave it
genie wish
open.
or something.
Try not to leave it
first
open for
one's pretty
interpretation,
simple.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Like keep
first one's
it
pretty
very
simple.
concise and clear, you know.
Yeah. And then so there's another question for the first week.
Yep.
And there are ways to ask questions where you can get like 2 bits of information in one question, you know.
Well, the thing is like I know when you're trying to cheese the system. I'm not dumb.
But I mean, like two bit, because it happened in the past where I did try to cheese it, but then I changed it where it was 2 bits of information about the same subject, but it was still 2 bits. It ended up being
right. I just told you had to make it into basically 2 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I misspell the first one? I feel like it's not supposed to. I don't know why, but
It's spelled like this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I felt like I was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but I mean it's.
Okay.
I will clarify if you need clarification, but I am typing it out.
I think I
Question: what is an artifact level? What level is artifact?
It's higher than legendary. It's like it's like one in a lifetime thing made from the heart of God, like type shit.
Right.
Like it's real. Okay. Like legendary is just like Excalibur. Like okay,
Sure.
well, that's the magic sword, cool, right? But like artifacts are like it's like Excalibur like had a more successful son. I don't know.
Right. It's just I found this wand of Orcus. Basically,
it's an artifact. Yeah, I know that one. Oh boy.
Looks very cool.
Yeah, and I mean they pretty much follow the same rules for crafting, but artifacts is going to be a lot.
Sure. How do you set your base intelligence score again?
How do you set your what?
Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah, never mind, it's all good.
If you ever need clarification, let me know, because I'm not perfect, but I am trying my best to give you the information as perfectly cut and dry as possible. Like,
no, I think that
Appreciate
makes sense. Okay, so that was 2
that's
questions.
your first two, yeah. And the reason I'm having you do this is because it gets really freaking confusing, right? If you don't keep track of it, and then worse, if like 3 sessions down the line you're going to remember something and you didn't like have it written somewhere, like yeah. But go ahead and do your next one if you want.
Okay, that concludes week
1.
Can I
Yep.
do my my circlet of intellect and bag of holding.
Yep, 1 second. So let's see here. Downtime. So no, I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put an eccentrics channel.
Ooh.
Mm,
There we go. And in the eccentrics channel, I was going to put this. And then I'm going to put, oh boy, I'm going to have fun with this name.
I'm back.
okay.
Well, boss.
If anyone knows what this is or a reference to, like, you know, or if you figure out how to figure it out, I'll give you an inspiration.
Now we stare at the channel. Dun-dun-dun.
Mr. Daub
Diabogeny.
Diobgeny.
Basically, pretend the G isn't there. I get tripped up every time.
Gosh, dang.
Diabogeny.
Diobany.
Right.
Miss Diobany.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
pay the 300 this time.
No worries. You already have
Yeah.
advantage, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pay the regular 50 that I need.
That's fair. Totally fair.
Ooh,
And I
requisition
have
officer.
2
Oh, I
questions
see.
lined up just in case.
So Bird walks in to the... Wait, would I be able to requisition stuff from the eccentrics without having signed a contract with them yet?
That's a 16.
Well, you had the sign-on bonus, and you already signed your paper, didn't you?
No, because he took it back so he could re-type it up.
Oh, that's a fucking wrench in the plans, isn't it?
Could I go to the guild? Be the same thing, right? Because aren't I using my guild RP for this?
Well, the guild system works different than the requisition points because it's just based off of like you have to be a higher level person in the guild in order to gain the ability to get magic items and stuff. Because right now you're only, I think, a journeyman. So
Yeah.
you
So
only
maybe
get-
maybe I can go to where the requisitions officer and maybe the CEO's there. And I'm like, hey, I was just hoping to get a few things.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for the most part that he has the new contracts to sign and you're signing it. The problem, like I said, is this is really spicy because of the fact of, you know, Greg not being here. Like,
Mm,
and then it's messy in the meta sense. It's not messy in the lore, in like those
yeah,
settings.
in-game.
It's so I don't know, and they're not on. So let's just assume that it's gonna be a success, and then I'll have to retcon shit later if it's not. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I needed an answer. I needed a definitive answer.
I'm pretty sure last week, or last time, he alluded that he would be okay with it, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't remember. I barely remember what happened last week.
Okay, those are my 2 questions. I rolled a 16.
These are very interesting questions.
Uh-huh.
No for the first, and no for the second.
No.
The second one could be a no. I guess they could both be yes or no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give
I
you a little
wasn't
bit more than that.
specific. I wasn't necessarily specific with either of them.
Oh boy, I gotta get out of my calculator.
Depending on these answers, that'll probably be all I want on that subject.
There. I think that's a pretty accurate rundown. They don't have anything like that, so this should be a
Gotcha.
good answer for both.
Okay. I think that's all Oli will want on that subject.
That's fair.
And then he'll go on with the
The next topic.
on the next topic for week 3.
This is only 3 weeks so far, and you've learned a shit ton already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. So it's another 50 gold.
Yeah.
I'm not
Man.
going to spend the extra.
I'm gonna spend the rest
Oh,
of my
I need to-
downtime learning my guitar better.
I need to figure out my questions.
Well,
Okay, now I know 2 questions already that I want for
okay.
this one. Ooh, it's an 11. I still gets me. Yeah, 11 through 20 gets me 2. Okay.
11 on the die, plus, or was that all? Everything?
I have nothing. I got no intelligence.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm doing it just straight regular advantage. Okay. How do I want it? Which one do I want to go with first?
So, Verd, I'm not honestly sure how we can do this, except for the fact that, you know, out of good faith and everything like that, they might allow you to still use those points.
Well, how about he, instead of a group contract, he made up a contract for each of us individually, but
Yeah.
as a group. And I go in and I sign mine, so I'm
That's
good to
fair.
buy it.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's totally fair. Because
So-
effectively speaking, that should be enough.
To learn my tool, I just have to pay.
Alright, so
Right?
Verd, as the other two head off to do, you know, their activities, Verd says, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop by Slick, see if he's got the contracts set up, and I'll bring your guys back if you need. And I'll see if I can get some items for the group as well." So he heads
Sweet.
off to Slick.
I just need to for learning.
And I'm thinking of getting this tattoo as well.
For learning
in the very
it's
rare.
just money, right? I don't have to roll anything. Question mark.
Oh! Copper Mouse Dragon! I need to get one of those, that's right.
What?
Copper Mouse Dragon.
Interesting.
It's a creature.
Gold.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that is
Tiny
all of our
dragon,
downtime's
chaotic.
already done.
Interesting.
I learned a spell and I learned a tool.
Nice.
I got myself disguise kit.
That's question 1. That's about as good as I can answer that question. Because you're asking questions where there isn't like a specific answer. Like,
Right.
I'm trying to,
Clear.
you know, so I'm trying my best not to give you everything in the marmalade. But
No, I mean, I just really needed a yes or no on that. I didn't need to know a
That's fair.
ton, really,
I'm just trying to be fair with it.
because yeah, no, because I feel like I've seen just like through role play, I've noticed this, and so Oli is perceptive as heck, so he would notice this.
Right.
Huh. What do you mean if? What? If. What does that if mean?
What do you,
Now,
what do you
now I
mean
don't
if?
understand. What do you mean if? That doesn't make sense.
It totally makes sense. I'll clarify.
You got bamboozled.
I was like, there's only one way this happens. In my mind.
No.
But then how are they? What? All right.
Hold on,
you
I'm
don't need to. You don't need to
clarifying.
go on. You gave me the answer that I technically was looking for. You shouldn't. You don't need to clarify. I'm just unsure of why there's an if later on.
Dun dun dun.
You deserve this, so I'm just clarifying my answer.
Holy crap! You can see your hair.
That is
So
what
that
that if
means-
means. So there's like basically your generic types, right?
Okay, so that's what I was wrong. I was like, so they can be that without being this.
Yes, that's what the if
Got
is.
you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's why
I
I
did
clarified
not
the
realize that was the case. I thought the two were mutually exclusive.
No.
Okay.
Shit.
That was question 1.
Yep.
mm,
Okay, and going back to here. So if you signed your contract, you see Miss D'Aubigny basically sitting behind the requisitions desk, and she hands you a piece of paper to fill in what you want.
Mhm.
And if it is a common or uncommon item, then she just goes in the back room and gets it for you. If it's something bigger than that, there's probably like a poster on the wall that says how it works. So you don't have
Sure.
to ask her like specifically how it works. But yeah. But
So it's the bag of holding, the healing potions, and a chain of intellect I was getting from here. But would she be able to do the copper mouse dragon as well?
no, that is
No?
definitely not something that they do here. That would be at the monster tamers
Okay.
guild.
So
And even
yeah,
then, you have to probably requisition it based on the rarity of the creature, or whatever.
okay.
So
Uncommon. Chain of intellect was uncommon. And wait, how much were the potions again? That was in economy. Potions. Here we go. Uncommon, rare. 84 plus 8.
I love how I'm answering these questions. Like,
right.
I mean, I'm pretty thorough with my answers, but it's just I'm hoping you're getting what I'm laying down. Like it's
No, yeah.
there's a
I just
lot of
didn't know if there was like a connection, you know?
no.
Like, I don't know, maybe they can like, oh, hey, yeah, no, I get you, you get me kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's one of those
Okay.
things where it could or it could not. I don't like to deny any cool story plots, right?
Mhm. Sure. As of right now,
How
you're
y'all
saying
feeling
no.
right now? Because I'm in this
Okay.
weird limbo of I've wasted all of my time. So, well, not
How,
wasted,
how did you waste all your time?
well,
You've
not
done
wasted,
3
but
months
used.
already?
You've done 3 months already?
Yeah.
There's no way you've done all 3 months.
Okay,
How many-
so that
how many
was
weeks you done?
3.
Hold on a second.
I've learned
You
the
used
tool
at least
for 10
3 weeks.
weeks, and then
No, remember it's 10 weeks minus your mods.
which is 0.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what did you learn? What did you learn?
I learned disguise kit, and then I learned that spell.
Wait, Disguise Kit took you 12 weeks to learn?
10 weeks.
10... Jeez. Christ.
Dang.
God.
Alright.
I mean,
Alright,
yeah,
that was
you
week
know how to
3.
disguise now, so that's cool.
Um,
And I had a disguise, and I got my spell that I wanted.
That's fair.
I would like to,
So,
okay, so that was 3 weeks.
for the requisition with the eccentrics, does that go off my requisition points, right? My RP?
Yeah, the 150.
So, I'm using my RP on the bag,
Got it.
but I'm using gold on the other 2.
Okay. So,
Wait, no, it was the bag and the chain that I was doing it on.
the circlet?
Yeah,
Okay. So, how much was that in total?
that was shit. Where was the
I pinned it.
pinned it? That's right. Just open it up. Requisition. Go.
I'm just casually eating my dinner behind me.
See.
88.
Okay.
Wait, so how much gold does it cost if I used gold instead of RP?
Go to the. Where's that same magic item prices? Was that in World Lore? At the top?
The top.
All the way at the top. You might
Same
need to
magic-
save
oh, yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've got that open already.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you can control F and go Circlet of Intellect. Circlet of Blasting, Circlet of Blasting, Circlet of Blasting, Circlet of Blasting, Circlet of...
Headband
Why
of
is it-
Intellect. It's headband of Intellect,
Headband?
8,000.
Headband. Okay, headband.
So I use RP on the headband and buy the bag with gold because the bag's cheaper.
Got it. Okay. So they go back into this safe, and basically about 5 or 10 minutes later come out and give you a headband of intellect. And they're just like, sorry, it took me a minute to find it in there.
You're right. So that's 88 RP for the chain. Cool.
Headband, right?
So I flavored it as though it was like a neck
That's
chain.
fair. Okay.
Instead.
Okay.
So chain of intellect, uncommon RP. So now for the bag of holding the healing potions, I got to go to a vendor, right?
Yeah, because
Or
they
do they have
don't
that
use... I mean, you could probably give the money here if you wanted to get that stuff here. Because...
Well, would it be cheaper here at all? Or?
That's a good question. Yeah, you know what? I'll allow it. When you're first starting out, it's like a 15% discount, and then as the more like RP points you gain or whatever, probably cheaper it gets.
Okay.
So 15% off the market price at the moment, and then it goes up to 30%, and then or something like that. I'll figure it out. 15 is a good starter, and then 25.
So that's 6,000 gold minus 15%. You said?
Well,
Or 20.
the way that you would do that is you would multiply it by 0.15, and then subtract that number from the main.
Wait, what's this?
I'm teaching you how to do percentage off, right? In a calculator.
I've just got it on the calculator.
Right,
So minus
that's what I'm
15%, was it?
So what do you, like I said, you can't do minuses of percentages, right? So I'm teaching you how to do it with the calculator.
On this one, I can.
Oh, you
So
can?
it's 15% is 900 gold,
Really?
and that's 5,100.
Damn, how the fuck did you do that?
Magic.
So you on the calculator on the Windows calculator, you just type in say 6,000 and then minus, and then there's a percent button. You just click that and it does it.
Wow, I did not know that. Great. I had to learn the old-fashioned way, where it's like 6,000
Oh no.
by 0.15.
Oh, the old like
That
how do you
equals
do it when you're
900.
handwriting basically?
Yeah, and that's
Shit,
900. So
Just hit
God,
the percent button.
so
You can add minus times whatever.
6,000 minus. How did? Oh
1
shit!
5 and then percent button.
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
this calculator
So,
has like a
6,000.
computer, which is nice.
See, every time I press the percentage button, it doesn't let me do it.
Yeah. So then it'll bring a 2 that say if you so you got 6,000, then minus 15, and then you click the percent button, and then it goes to 810, right? Or 900. Sorry.
15.
6,000.
Oh, I
And
see.
So that's
Okay.
that's the number. Then you press equals to get the final number.
Yeah. Okay. So the 900 was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. What the fuck? That saves me at least 3 steps. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Glad to
Cool.
get that. But with the is it 15 or is it 25? Did you say? No.
Well, like I said, you're just starting out as an eccentrics. I was thinking something along the lines you unlock like 15%, and then 30%, and then 50%.
Okay. So the more I go up, the more discount.
Yeah, exactly.
So start off at 15, right?
Yeah, 15 sounds fair. You
Okay.
just signed on.
55,100.
Yep.
Okay.
That saves you a pretty good chunk.
So
Fancy
Wait,
calculator,
so that was-
fancy things.
I had 15,000 for the group. I need to write this down.
Damn. That feels so bad because you literally have 10 weeks that you learn to do disguise kit. Like,
That's horrible, man.
that's rough. Like, I think that next time, like, there is also the ability to, like, hire people to teach you stuff, too. But I'm gonna bring that up next time, I guess, because that's insane, using 10 weeks just to learn that by yourself. Like...
Oh, by yourself, no wonder! You could have gotten that in, like, a quarter of the time if you had someone teach you.
Yeah. Like, it could have been a whole thing, because, like, they would go based off of that person's, like, intellect and stuff to teach you, rather than your own. So if you want to retcon that a little bit, we can find you someone who has expertise in disguise kit or something.
We can retcon
and
it.
then
Just put the 250
yeah.
in my...
So so if they have expertise in it, which is doubling it and all that stuff, that means that it would double their proficiency, or it would double their modifier for the purposes of teaching. So if they had a 4, assuming in that, then that means 2 weeks. There you go. Now you get some time back.
Yeah,
And now I'll make an NPC that actually knows how to use disguise kit, and then do that. But yeah,
Alright,
so
use
it's fair.
4 each.
Okay, so now I've got the potions and I've got the bag of holding. So now I would like to stop by the tattoo parlor.
Wonderful.
And I sent you a tattoo that I would like to get the maximum version of.
Okay.
Thought I'd get your thoughts first.
The barrier one?
Yeah. I'm not sure whether I should get it or not, though, because it is an attunement, though. But
Right.
it is 18, though, which is...
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think it's a bad thing to do if you have the money to get it.
I've got the money. It's only 1,500.
Yeah, so you can get the very rare.
I don't know what I want to do now. Yeah,
You just gotta remember the whole attunement tattoo thing that I told you about.
That's... Wait. Oh, wait, no, that was my dex it increases, right?
Huh?
Increases your... Oh, plus my dex mod. I see.
Right. So if you get the very rare, it just makes it a flat. That make it
Armor class 18. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yep. I'll stop by the tattoo parlor and get
Alright.
myself inked.
perfect. And I will make an NPC in a tattoo parlor later.
Sure.
Basically, what I need you all to do is if there's an NPC that you had help with, or helped you with something,
Oh,
or
you're gonna
whatever.
hate me, DM.
Why?
Because I'm going to spend the next 9 weeks carousing with
Carousing?
Eladrina. Carousing, whatever you want to.
Hold
Call
on a
it.
second. Give me a second. Carousing. Let me look at...
You're gonna hate me.
Well, give me a second. Because I don't think you pick a person.
I don't pick anyone, but I'm gonna ask her who would be, who would be some important people that I could,
So,
get in good graces.
okay, so here's the thing, right? So let's look at the XGE together, okay? Says, covers a work week of fine food, strong drink, and socializing. A character can attempt to carouse among lower, middle, or upper class folk. So you have to pick one of those. A character
Upper class.
can carouse with the lower class for 10 GP to cover expenses or 50 GP for the middle class. Carousing with the upper class requires 250 GP for the work week and access to the local nobility. AKA,
that's fine.
okay, yeah, so, alright. And yeah, so, yeah, you're probably going to make this hard for me.
I told you it wasn't gonna be easy. But I feel like having, it's never a problem to have friends in high places.
Right, so what I'm saying here is, when you do your check and whatnot, you do your check based off of the charisma persuasion, and then you look at the table, you spend 250 a week, but then that's when, you're definitely gonna have to help, have me like, okay, I generated 2 of these.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, I'm changing the wording to 2 friendly contacts because ally actually means something now.
Right.
But yeah. But yeah, so you can definitely, it's mandatory that you do it. That you send me a message of who you found so I can make up shit. But
So quick question, Story.
Yep.
It says here for the barrier tattoo that you can use a shield and still gain the benefits. That means I get the 18 plus the AC on the shield?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
So, to be fair, I was going to ask Eladrina
Sorry.
who I needed to talk to.
Sorry, another quick question. Does my cloak of protection, do I add on top of that as well?
I forget what that does.
Plus 1 AC and saving throws.
Yep. Still adds
Okay.
on.
Fuck. So I'm 21 AC now.
I want a tattoo as well, but I don't know like how much tattoos cost.
I'll send you the book if you want.
They know the books. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at a fucking fandom wiki thing right now for tattoos.
No.
Yeah, no.
it's not
Don't touch any of that bullshit for that.
Not the
crap.
D&D wiki. Fuck that thing, man.
I'm not even looking at D&D wiki. I'm looking at fandomwiki.com, which is not helpful.
And still don't trust it. Yeah. Still
which is not.
Don't go to websites for tattoos,
So-
trust me.
Yeah.
Just use these.
So actually, DM, to make it a little bit easier, I would say I'd probably spend the first week to just spend time with Eladrina, because I think we're just friendly right now.
Friendly is the highest thing you can get before ally.
Right, and I think we're just friendly, so I think I'd probably spend like a week just hanging out with her, to get to know, and probably within that week I'd spill the deets, if I feel she's trustworthy enough,
Okay. So we'll discuss that in depth in a bit, because that's not necessarily a downtime thing. That's more just spending in-game or...
Well, I feel like that would be part of that,
Well,
right?
are
She's
you
part of
gonna
upper
spend-
society.
Yeah, she's part of upper society, but you're not doing the thing that the downtime is saying, which is where you're schmoozing with those shit ton of people. Like, you're doing it with one person. So it's... I don't think you'd have to spend 250 gold pieces just to hang out with your friend. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
guess, yeah, sure.
Oh,
That's
Lord,
fair.
There's a lot of tattoos.
I-
Oh, God.
That's
So, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's not necessarily the downtime activity, but we can do like a role play thing or figure that out.
Mhm.
So that's fine if you want to dedicate a week at that.
Yeah,
maybe
because I
we'll
think
make
that would make more sense.
maybe we'll do the same thing as research, right? Except make it charisma based roll,
Okay,
and then you can get like 3 things from her, like,
sure.
and do it that way, because that makes sense. Maybe you
Right.
spend a week, 50 gold, just going out to eat, drinks, and blah 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 blah, and then you
Mhm.
get more information either her or asking questions of her, blah blah blah. That's fine.
Right.
That'll work. And
Okay.
then you're gonna still do the the other weeks of carousing, right?
I'll do a month to make it less
month.
strenuous on you.
Okay, so the first things first. So you spend 250, right?
Mhm.
And then you roll on that check. If you have any way of gaining, like, I don't know, something along the lines of advantages or anything like that, you would want to do that beforehand. Like, do you know the
Right.
spell?
I have enhance ability, but I don't know
Yep,
if you'd allow that
that
for
works.
this.
Yep, it works.
Okay.
It does indeed. Guidance also works. So.
Okay, so real quick.
Oh
I'm
shit,
just gonna-
guidance also works, and you have guidance too, don't you?
I do have guidance, but guidance is like 1 minute, so I don't know if you really would want to allow that.
Yeah, fine.
Sorry,
I'll
I
allow
need
the enhanced ability then.
I need
Yeah.
to interject real quick.
Yes.
Cade, for the tattoos, if you're looking for the prices, go buy book 3. The first
Yeah.
the first 2 books are kind of like
First,
drafts in a way.
Yep.
But they do have some tattoos in there that aren't in the 3rd book, which is why I sent it. But mostly use the 3rd book.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3rd book is kind of like, I don't know why they did it like that, but
Yeah,
effectively speaking, the 3rd book is like, haha, just kidding, this is the real book.
yeah, pretty much.
So,
Okay, I'm going
it
to take
compiled
300 out.
most of them, but it left
Sorry?
some of them out. So
I'm taking 300 out for the 50 for Eldrina and the 250 for the
That's fair.
first week.
And you get advantage on these rolls, so good luck.
Yep.
So do
Okay.
each week at
Mhm.
advantage.
That's with charisma. Oh, it's
Persuasion.
so it just says deception. You want me to roll deception?
You can do deception too. I think it says either one, right?
Okay.
Whatever's higher, whatever you're gonna do. But
Well,
I don't know
yeah,
what to be
no.
lying about. Like,
Right. Well, I mean, I'm going to look like. So I think. So I'm going to meet Eldrina as Ulri because that's what she knows me as.
yeah.
And then once like halfway through that week, of like hanging out, I would tell her the deets, and then show like kind of let her know everything.
That's fair.
And then I don't know. I still probably would maybe go around as Ulri because she's more well known.
Yeah,
But just so she would know.
I see. So yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll those checks. Whenever you can. Just kind of do
25.
25. So that's the first week because that was double.
Yep.
Okay. Second week. You have to remember these results.
25.
25 again.
Yep. 13
Shit.
and 17.
Okay.
25s. Ooh, not as good. 1 and a 7, so 15.
Okay, but
25,
you remember,
25, 15.
yeah. But remember that a 15 is still pretty good.
Right, a 15's really good. Oh, almost an at 20. 27.
Okay, so Jesus Christ, you just basically okay. So go based on what that says.
So
Yeah, he 1, and then 7. 7 people. 7. You son of a bitch.
wait, so no, I
7.
rolled over 21 3 times. Its character has made 3 allies, or what you're gonna say to friendly, but it's 3 for 21 and up.
So 3, 6, 9.
So that'd be
so
10.
9, 10.
Oh no, that'd
yeah.
be 11.
11.
Oh no, it is 10 because I
10.
rolled a 15.
Yeah, you rolled a single 15. So yeah, that's it.
And then I need to remove another 250
each week.
Right. No.
Good
500,
lord.
750. Okay, so I need another
Oh,
750 out.
That's
forgot about
insane. You
How
pretty
many
much
weeks?
huh?
Sorry, go on.
That was just a month. I got 1 month left.
Yeah, you pretty much know or have contacts with all the major players. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you look at the guild masters. So give me a second.
Okay.
Where is your
There's
message
10.
here? So here. So the list of things is guild masters,
And then I'm just going to do, I think, a random one for the last month.
archmages, merchants. So these are the class that you would be perusing with. So guild masters is self-explanatory, right? There's like 7 of them in the city, or there's probably more than that, but I mean the big major ones and then other ones. Archmages, which you already know one, and merchants, like actual people who are magic item sellers or crafters or things like that.
Right.
So
Okay.
you can pick numbers of how many of each one you want, and then I'll develop them or, figure it out for you.
Right.
Already proving exactly what I was saying about downtime activities.
Yeah. Plus 8 to charisma is no joke. Or to deception. Yeah.
I might have just found an incredible tattoo.
Yeah, some pretty cool ones there, eh?
There are.
Okay. That's what I want.
Okay. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna go to the NPCs now.
I'm just gonna copy all of this tattoo and send it to you.
Ah, no.
Okay. And then I got 1 month left when I want to use that month on.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
it's not.
send this to you, and I want a max version of this if I can.
Want to what?
Okay, so let's see here.
I also got a couple more tattoos there while I was at it.
It's fair.
So Bird's pretty fucking tatted at the moment.
Ooh.
Like, he's got like 2 full sleeves and his full back and chest.
I'm gonna send you the one I want, the max version, just so you can see what I'm gonna get from me for a tattoo. At least that's what I want. I don't know if I'll be able to get a max version of it, but...
So right now you're going to +1 bonus to your dex or strength. At level 5, you get the channel forged.
Man, the more I get into this stuff, the more my brain hurts.
Sorry.
Ooh. Okay. I think I want to know. I think I know what it's my last week or my last month for. It could be interesting.
I'm so glad I can increase the size of the...
Here we go. Okay. So, who do you already know? Thaldrin? No. Was
So
it
250.
Eldrina?
I know Eldrina.
Okay, give me a second.
250 gold to get the tattoo that you want
Oh, okay, cool, but I can just remove
at level 1.
250.
Does this make me friendly with all of them?
Yep.
Or do I just know them? Okay.
Then it'll cost 506 gold.
But
once
if you
reach
did what I
level 5.
think you did, you literally made them friendly to someone else. Like...
Oh, with Eldrina?
No. If you did it as another person.
Oh, no, yeah, so I was going with yeah, no, this is Ulri.
Yeah, so Ulri is...
Ulri, that's perfectly understandable and fine.
That's so
I
funny.
did it this way specifically.
Yeah, that's funny.
Eldrina knows.
You said 3 archmages, right?
No, 5.
5?
5
So all of
archmages.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Yep, here we go. Wow, so you know... Well, technically you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You already knew Eldrina. So...
Okay, so we'll add 1 merchant. Or we'll just make it even. We'll make 3 merchant, 3 guildmaster.
Okay, 1 second.
For some reason I thought there were 10 archmages.
No, currently there's only 5. There could be more, but...
Gotcha.
Like... At the moment, it's Silverhaven. They don't see a reason to be loading it up. Let's see. Zane. Nope. Where's the next one? Oh, this one. Okay.
I need a 2,000 gold I need to take off. What's that? 600 gold. 600.
Oh, this is juicy. So you actually know the merchant guildmaster who probably introduced you to the other merchants.
Right.
Okay, so here you go. I have to do a couple more for merchants, but but these are the people that you know.
Okay. Sweet.
I also picked it based off of
Oh yes, perfect. That's gonna be great. Oh, I can't wait.
Wait, I already did Varentus twice. Give me a second. Edit. So, who did I not do here?
Area, Varentus, Thaldrin, and
okay, so Arya on that list?
Arya.
Saldrin? Or Thaldrin?
Thaldrin.
Silara?
Nope.
Okay, that's one, the one I'm missing. Okay. Alright. There. That should fix that. And I will get the littler merchants later, but the fact that you're buddy-buddy with the Magic Item Crafters Guild Master, like, yeah, pretty good.
Look, if you guys need something now, I got the hookups. Alright.
Wait, who are you friendly with?
A lot of people, like, if you need
No, who
something,
was that? No, you were just talking about.
Yeah, so there's tons.
Isolde?
What's he do though?
Solde.
Magic
What's he do?
Item Crafters Guild Master.
Magic item craft. Ooh.
That's
And
a
you an
little
ally?
guild master.
I'm a friend. I'm not an ally.
The ally, like I said specifically, to become ally, the fifth
Yeah,
and
it's hard.
most powerful thing, you have to be like blood brothers, or you have to like save their family from like a You know, you have to do something
You
more
have to
than
do something
just
pretty big
smooth
for 'em.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, we just know each other well enough, you know.
Yeah. And had a good time for like a week.
Yeah. Look, everyone would love to hang out with Ori for a week, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
They would love that. For
So
my last
long
month,
do-
I'm just gonna be doing the religious service.
How long do
Okay.
tattoos
That's it.
typically take, like, for downtime?
Hours?
yeah, it's like no matter what level it is, it's under 24 hours basically.
Yeah, so you're not.
Mm.
It's kind of like how you buy magic items. It's you don't
Yeah.
have to like unless you're specifically looking for something. I
Here we
think
go.
tattoos are
So
the
it's
one.
1 to 2 hours common,
Yeah,
and for legendary, it's 15 to 20 hours,
yeah. So
and
it's
all the way in
like
between.
yeah. So it's really like based off of. I think tattoos are the one exception to where you can go into the store and get whatever item, kind of like Magic Walmart. However, like that's like one of the only ones you can because not everybody's just gonna be making magic items for no reason if they know
And
they're not gonna be sold.
You can only have as many tattoos active as what your proficiency number is. So if
Yeah.
you've got a proficiency of 3, you can have 3 tattoos active. Even
Yeah.
if but you can have like 10 on your body, but you can only have 3 active.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Yeah,
too,
I'm still debating whether or not it'll be something that's related to your con score or something too, but it's still up in the air. But it's
I don't know what I want to do with the rest of this.
because like technically speaking, if you're low level, like level 2, then I think you're supposed to be able to attune to 3. Period. Even in regular D&D.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think it's going to be 3 or proficiency
Yeah,
bonus.
actually get like the tattoo on my character.
Oh, okay. So minimum of 3 though,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Give me a second.
So yeah, that's perfect for me because I've got a proficiency of 2. So yeah.
Yeah.
For the last
I'd-
month, I'm gonna do religious service for. And it's
I'd
just
like-
gonna be 4 straight weeks of that.
I'd like to stop by the bestiary next too.
You mean
Oh,
the guild?
dragon.
The
Like I said, like
where I can buy those blossoms. Remember that rose plant thing and the coppermouse dragon.
yeah. So the thing is that regardless, you're probably going to have to make a requisition because they don't have like the less like. Here's the problem, right? I'm trying to make it a thing where they might have some critters available, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because it's a very specific critter, right?
Mhm.
You're probably going to have to get them to go out and find one, or find
Okay.
one yourself, right? So you'll
Well, I've
probably
got
make a
locate plant and
requisition,
animals, so it's probably easier for me to just go try and find it myself, eh?
right? So
But I'd stop by first to see where to go.
yeah, and that's fair. So you get like advantage on the roll kind of thing because you know where you can find it. Okay, so we'll make it like bounty hunting then, and instead of bounty hunting, you do the spell, right, as part of it. So the bounty hunting downtime activity is. Give me a second. Where was that? Oh Jesus.
Third link.
Okay, so downtime activity. It's not in the 5e tools. It's in the one with the lady on it.
The third one, I believe.
And I
Bounty
believe that you can replace one of those rolls with just that spell instead. Because one
Okay,
of them
so-
is like tracking something down, and you don't have to roll that because you have the spell. So you only have to
Spend
do the
one
other
work week, 25 gold, gathering information and hunting down the bounty. For every additional 25 gold you spend, plus 1 bonus to your rolls.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably not going to be needed to do that much. So now, what you're going to do, right, is what are the rolls?
So DC 10 is the bounty is table bounties. DC 10, 50 gold in this district. In this region is DC 20, 200 gold.
In this region? It'll probably be region because it's in Aloria.
Or
They're from
it's in the
Aloria.
district, city, or region, or kingdom. 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'd say in this region is fair because it's around
So-
Aloria.
So it's like the second hardest one then. So it'd be a DC 20.
Yeah.
What?
So DC 20, and then, but the thing is the checks, right? There's supposed to be 3 skills, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. So dexterity, stealth, 3 checks. Dexterity, stealth, intelligence, investigation.
Yeah,
And
intelligence
spell or
investigation.
weapon
You don't
attack
have
roll.
to do that one.
Investigation.
Because-
Okay.
Yeah, and the attack roll you can do with a spell attack roll, whatever you want to do.
Spell or
That-
weapon attack roll. Your choice.
Yeah.
DC of these checks is determined by the criminal's notoriety.
Yeah,
Your
so
bounties take.
you're just gonna have to change all the criminal stuff because we're just using this as a way to go and
plan,
grab a
sure.
monster, basically. Okay, so that means that you only have to roll out 2 of those, which is the dex
So,
one and the.
I'm gonna
spell attack.
spend 200 gold total, so I get a
Okay.
bonus plus 4. I think.
Okay.
It was.
So bonus plus 4,
Oh,
and
plus
then
3. No, plus 4. Plus 3. Plus 3.
okay,
It's 25 gold plus 25 gold additional gives you a plus 1.
yeah,
So plus 200 gold total will be plus 3. And then I need to make a dexterity stealth. Stealth. Ah, jeez. Plus 0.
and remember advantage. Well, not on the dex
Oh.
thing. Never mind.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Might as well
Okay,
just
and
leave
then
that.
the spell.
Then
That one
the
already did it.
intelligence. Oh, yeah. Then and then a spell or weapon attack roll, your choice.
Okay, yeah, so spell roll probably for you.
So is that spell attack bonus
Yeah.
I use?
Yep.
And do I add the plus 3 for that
Yes.
thing too? Yep.
Yes. So basically, you automatically succeeded in one of the 3 because you used a spell.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
So wait, no, that was a fail.
Okay,
Even with
so
a plus 10.
so you
Bloody hell.
succeeded 2 of the rolls, but not the 3rd.
Capture the bounty and bring them in, earning the full listed value.
Yep. So you got it.
Oh, what are you, bounty hunting?
No, technically, I'm using this as a reflavor for him going out to get this creature.
Okay, so I
So
got
it
my
took
creature.
you a week. You got your thing, and it only costs you, 200 gold and some time. So that's fair. And
Cool.
also, as I said before, if you had more time, you could probably get someone to go out and have to find this thing and get it to you as well.
Well,
Just like
That just finished my second week, so I've still got a lot of spare time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's just funny because you're actually really good at this because you have that spell.
Yeah.
So
What would happen if I got the 3 successes? Your bounty leads you right to their friends, many of whom also wanted you, net a few, earning the full list of gold value plus half.
in the case of this, you probably find like a mated pair or a family or something like that.
True.
No, I
Like-
don't know what I want to
Okay.
do for downtime.
I'm gonna... What was that, Kate?
I really don't know what I want to do for the rest of my downtime.
Okay, we'll figure out something in a bit.
D20. I'm gonna do it again.
What
the
is
other
all
thing.
this?
Oh my god.
Can I just
Oh, wait,
write
advantage.
songs?
What?
For downtime activity, can I just write a song?
Yeah, you can create art.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, so basically in that book that has the lady on it, there's a part that says creating art,
Yeah.
and you're
You can make a
basically
lot of money from that.
yeah,
if
you
you
can
do
make money from it, and you can do stuff like that. Some of the time, because there's not a downtime activity specifically for making songs, it's basically me going, okay, it's create art, but instead of this, it's this.
Quick question. Do I get an advantage on my attack roll?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So I should have got an advantage on that last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll advantage for this one, then do it for the previous one. 25. 15, still a fail. Damn it. Just by 3. Oh, 5 actually.
I have like
Yeah.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a triple success on my on hunting down the dragon fella, little dragon dude,
Right. So
copper mouth
what,
dragon.
so what was that?
So that's I found a family. I think you said
You did all 3?
successes? Yeah, I got a triple success. So
Okay,
I
so you
found
found it
three.
like a mated pair, is what I'll say. So, effectively speaking, they can populate, and now the guild, if you were to sell these 2 to them, can make them and have it as a staple creature that people can buy.
I'm gonna coin the market myself.
Okay. I mean, like I said, it's not necessarily like you don't have the people to sell it to.
I'd be able to sell it to the guild or the bestiary people, right? For each one that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you could sell it, but they're not very high in CR, so you're not going to get a ton of money. But what I'm trying to say is, well, like
if I did sell one.
If you got a mated pair, they'll pay for it, or you can negotiate the price because they're effectively going to be making them breed, right?
Mhm.
So instead of it being whatever, you just multiply that price on the table thing, and you can make an offer like 10 times this is what I
Sure.
want, or 50 times this.
If I sold the offspring instead, and I tried to coin the market, even with a low CP, what would I earn?
I'm sorry, a low CP.
You said the creature is a low CP, so it wouldn't be
CR?
that worth heaps. CR.
Yeah. Okay.
That was not a good song. Yikes.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so when it comes down to it, what is the... Okay, so when it comes down to that creature, right? So you're gonna look at the thing, and it multiplies... Okay, hold on a second. Where is that shit in the... Is it in economy?
So I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, it's right here. So, common, if it's a common creature, if it's CR 1/4 to 4, it's 1 times the multiplier. So, see, that doesn't make... Well, CR... What's the CR of the dragon?
Deck better right here. Mouse dragons, C... Oh, shit.
Challenge. It'll say challenge on the thing.
Category challenge. Let me just send it to you.
Okay.
Sent or uploading. CR. Challenge 1.
Yeah. So it's CR 1. So that means it's still not going to be that much price. It's still like...
It's a gold finder, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but I get that. But, like, it's one of those things where bringing it in alive, the multiplier is 1 times. So, you be effect... I don't know. I think I might have to change that table. Because at the moment, like, I like how it was 3 times for rare, very rare, whatever, but 1 times is not even worth it for common or uncommon critters. So, it's... I don't know how I'm going to change it, though. Maybe even 2 times ain't worth it, really. You see? Like,
maybe keep the CR the same, but because it has, I don't know, the ability to treasure sense or whatever, it increases or something instead.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is like, you'd have to make an offer, and then they'd have to see if it's worth that offer.
I rolled
right?
all of my making it.
I just want to know, like if I did raise one and sold it, just a guess, like an average, what might I make?
It's a common critter, so it's not going to be a lot of money. See, the multiplier... Okay, are you looking at the multiplier like I am?
Yep, I think so. That table.
So the value is CR times 1 GP, right? And that's just for whatever the animal hide, the bones, the teeth, whatever, right? Is worth that. But the multiplier says 1 times, which 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3.
Yeah, so, but what's the gold, though? What's the value? Is it
CR
300
times
gold?
1 gold pieces. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's
you're
just
looking
1
at
gold.
what I'm looking. Yeah,
It's
so
just
it's
1
not
gold.
even worth it. You'd be better off doing it for something much rarer, right?
Yeah.
Because think of it like this. Let's say the rarity of, let's see our 9, right? 9 times 20 GP is how much?
1800, I think. 180.
180? So that'd be times 3 if you brought it in alive, right?
Okay.
So I guess we could make it times 3, so that'd be 9 gold each, but then that's not worth
not even worth
raising.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, no matter what...
Could I swap it around then? Could I swap it around and say that the first one I went for was the copper dragon, the second one I went for was the plant, because that's a CR3.
Okay.
So I got a mated pair of the plant.
Well, a mated pair of the plant doesn't make sense. It just one plant can make multiple plants.
I suppose. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So instead of a mated pair, could I get something else?
I mean, like what? What are you
I
trying
don't
to
know. Like,
Did you get 3 plants?
no, for the dragon. Like maybe it. Wait, let me open the thingamajig up.
The thingamajig.
60 feet. Maybe it has 120 feet treasure sense instead of 60, or something.
I don't know. I mean,
Or,
I don't like that. Like I said, it'd be finding more of the critter. Like that would make more sense. Like you find a mated pair, or you find a family of them, or whatever. But it is a common creature, so it's not something. Basically, what you're saying is you're trying to get something better. Like, oh, I want to find a cat in the wild. Okay, I got a cat. I have a cat that can fuck another cat. And now I want to have a lot of money for these kids. They're just.
But it's not a rare kitten.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a tabby.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, you know, the number one benefit was you got the creature that can now sniff out treasure for you.
Yeah, that's
that
all
was
I
like
really wanted.
Right. But you were also trying to sell it back to them, and I was saying, well, for that, I was also telling you that you could say, okay, so instead of 3 gold, I want 30 gold. I want 300 gold. Because you're also remembering that if they can make them mate, right, they can make more money. So that's why you as a person and a player character would have to tell me as the GM, like, okay, I know you're going to make money off this, so I want this, right? And then you roleplay, you bargain, you wheel and deal.
So it's best to sell the pair, you reckon?
I think it's best to sell the pair, and then
try to find another one.
Well, or just wait until it makes babies and buy the baby for cheap. Like,
true.
But
yeah, okay, I'll do that.
But now the question is, right, is how much is it really worth, right?
Sure.
Because I see, like, a lot of people are going to want this because it can find ore. It can find, you know, things like that. So I would say 100 times it as minimum. Because
so
that'd be
300 gold, you reckon? Minimum? Or 300 gold?
Wait, it'd be 100, sorry. So 100 times 100, or 100 times 1 is 100. So that's like the base, right? And then you can negotiate from there. Like,
sure.
So, and 100 gold because you spent a week. I mean, I think personally you'd also want to reclaim the money you spent while hunting it.
Yeah, it cost me 200, so.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So you name your price, and then they go, well, that sounds reasonable, right? Sorry, I'm really nerdy, so like I like nerdy shit, like you know, wheeling and dealing. So
let's go for. I'm going to start high and say 700.
500.
600.
550.
Deal.
Okay, so they'll give you 550, and now they can.
I want the first offspring free, and then that's us done.
Okay, that sounds fair. See, why can't everything be like that? That's simple as shit. Like, because all you wanted was enough money to make it worth your while, and you got a little bit of extra, and you now have a baby. So congratulations. A few weeks later, you get an egg, and you can raise it from your egg.
All right. How long does it take to grow up till it can be used?
Gestation is only a few months, but that's why I'm saying, like, because you did this early in your time, it'll probably be hatched by the time 3 months is up.
Okay.
Not worried about that.
All right.
But yeah, but you got 550.
Fucking album.
I was actually I was going for 500, so that's good.
You got 550.
Yeah, I know, but I was like my minimum was 500. That was what I wanted was 500.
Yeah.
But you start at 700 and go down.
Well, that's just good. That's just good shit. Like that's good. And now they'll know that something is gonna happen, Speaking of which, did you roll the D100 for your downtime?
Me?
Yes,
D100? What's this for?
for the complications.
Oh
I
shit,
think
no, I
you
didn't.
still have like a 10% chance, even if you
Yeah.
succeed, if something weird happening. But
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Dice rolls.
if it's not 10 or lower, then it doesn't matter. So
25.
yeah, didn't matter. Okay. I only get to make spicy stuff if it's 10 or lower. So, but yeah.
My songs are doing a thing over there.
Are they doing good?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no.
No. That you have a decent performance check and all that?
Yeah, look at my rolls.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, I see a 21 in the 20 in there.
Those gotta be good, right?
13, 16, 20, 19. What do you mean? There's some good rolls in there.
I still gotta roll.
There's some bad ones, but for the most part, they look pretty solid.
I also just don't know how to create art period when I'm looking at this fucking table and it's just very confusing.
What are you talking about? Hold on.
I'm creating art.
So basically, the price of the song is directly correlated to how good it is.
Yeah.
That's literally what the art is. It's just
But then they
we're
have
just
the
changing
offer table, so we just
the offer table. I'm sorry.
yeah, table artwork offered result blah blah blah. And then you got your.
Hold on.
So,
Let me.
This is
Can't hear you, man.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to find the downtime thing. Okay, where was that? Shit. So many books open. There we go. Downtime. So, what it happens, right, is creating art. It says you get the art and it becomes that quality, it's worth that much, right? So you got a couple excellent songs in there. Worth 200 each. Because I heard something about 15, 16s and stuff, right?
yeah.
But when you're selling the artwork, when you're selling the songs, those results is how much you're selling it for.
Okay.
So it's a different roll.
Yeah, so you gotta you roll to create, then you roll to sell.
Yeah. And then if you roll 11 to 20, it's still the same price. But if it's 21 or higher, you get 150% of the price.
Okay. That's just okay.
Interesting.
But there is a 25% chance of complications with creating art. So that's even spicier.
Should I roll the
I'm using my last month for religious service.
What does that do?
Religious service?
Yeah, what does it do? Like, what do you get from that?
Favors.
Okay. So, let me see here. So what? How many favors did you get, or how does that work?
I haven't rolled them yet. I was just waiting.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna be using my spell to give me advantage on these as well.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that every time I open my browser, it pops up to fucking Julie did whatever the fuck from the 17th century opera singer.
Yeah. So
Well,
you got the reference then. You get inspiration for that.
Woo!
13.
She was a bisexual opera singer who literally like cucked her own husband, and he was okay with it while she was like dueling people and like fucking bitches.
I went to her in the fucking in the channel,
Well,
copied the last name and just put it into Google.
I mean, that's fair. I told people whoever found it out.
What was the reference?
The reference is to a 17th century bisexual dueling chick who is from France. She literally like married a lord, and that lord was cool with her hooking up with ladies.
okay.
It was super cool. Like, it's I want to see a series about it, honestly, because it'd be fucking dope.
Alright, I got 4 favors total. I failed the last week.
Okay, so what kind of favors can you ask?
I don't have to.
A favor in broad terms is a promise of future assistance from a representative of the temple. It can be expended to ask the temple for help in dealing with a specific problem, for general political or social support, or to reduce the cost of a cleric spellcasting by 50%.
Damn.
A favor can also take the form of a deity's intervention, such as an omen, a vision, or a minor miracle provided at a key moment. Yeah, I was like, when I read that, I was like, man, might as well. Sheesh, I got 4 weeks to burn.
Damn,
This latter
fucking
sort of favor
sick.
is expended by the DM, who also determines its nature.
Nice.
Can I-
So you picked like the 3 moving and shaking downtimes. Exactly
pretty
listening
much.
to what I said. What
Yeah,
I
pretty
told
much.
you. Because
Yeah.
like that could help you like bring someone back from death, or
Yep.
it could give you an omen about something coming up, or it could I mean it's so versatile.
Favors earned need not be expended immediately, but only a certain number can be stored up. A character can have a maximum number of unused favors equal to 1 plus the character's charisma modifier.
So what's your charisma mod?
4.
So you get a 5.
I got 4. I got 4 in the bank. So
That's amazing. Yeah, you literally went. I stressed the importance of downtime, and you went. What does that mean? I understood the assignment.
oh yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Damn.
Bird
I'm
wanted
roll
to
for
ask.
complications too.
Bird wanted to ask that chick out too, by the way. Is that a DT thing?
Dang.
No. I mean, that can be just in
More of an
game.
in-session thing?
There is no downtime for dating.
Why would you do this to me, Bird? You've disappointed me.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Send me a
Fuck
message.
you about cunt?
No, nothing. I'm just messing with you. Okay, I'm gonna roll for my complications rule.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh no.
shit, what was the other thing?
Well, that's a failed complication. Okay. So that's 1 time.
Yeah.
1.
Alright, give me about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go get some food real quick.
That does not hit.
I'm getting a lot of money from my songs right now.
That doesn't hit.
Learn a spell.
1 more. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 complications. Well, that kind of blows. Okay, so it was week 1, week 4. Ooh. The secret sect in the temple offers you membership. Okay,
Ooh.
that's intriguing. Yep, and I offended a priest with my words or actions. Awesome.
Good job.
Cool. Well, that makes so much sense because the last week I failed to get a favor and I offended a priest on the last week, so that makes perfect sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
This is a lot of rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 16 now.
Are you trying to ask out, Bird?
Huh?
Who are you trying to ask out?
Ooh, it's a secret for now.
Wow. See about that.
There was this chick at the club, the eccentric
okay.
club.
I didn't know if it was that one or a different one.
Yeah, that one.
Dang.
Okay.
If I wanted to gain advantage on learning a spell, I can go to a library, right? Alright. I go to a library and I learn that spell I sent you.
Okay.
$21. Yes, I succeed.
All right, there you go. So you know that one.
Okay. Yeah, what do you think of the spell, though?
Personally, I think it's a very useful spell.
Bonus action, too.
Yeah, basically it makes it so you can use those as bonus actions, which is pretty great.
I rolled on the complication twice because I hit twice.
Mhm.
The first week, it would have been the first week. The first week, a secret sect in the temple offers me membership.
Okay.
And the last week, which is the week that I failed,
I
I offended a priest through my words or actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
So as I know, what?
I'm gonna go on my downtime. I'm done.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, you gotta go? Alright.
No, it's good to go.
No, he's
Oh.
good to go. He finished all his downtime.
Okay, so the secret sector, whatever, we're gonna come up with something for that. And I'll come up with that later. And then the offending a priest thing, that just makes you a nemesis to one of the priests. That just
Cool.
gives you that. I think that's like the asterisk thing for if you make someone upset, but
My
doesn't mean that
involved
they're
rival.
hostile. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
So you
fine with me.
basically, so I don't know what you did because like, what temple did you go to? Did you just go to like a temple of life, or did you go? Because like there. Okay, hold on. Go to the gods real quick.
Where's that at?
That is in. Where did I put that? World lore?
Or maybe?
Yeah, world lore. So there are gods here. So there's the god, primordial knowledge of wisdom, healing in life, night and twilight, sea and tempests, growth in nature, ordered civilization, peace and solidarity, war and valor, god of dreams and ambition, zeal and faith, protection and unity. Like, I mean, there's probably more, but these are the big ones.
Right.
Ouch, Vernon, Jesus.
I feel like he would have been going to the same one. Probably. Where do you have the gods listed out? Can you pin it real quick?
Yep. It's pinned in world lore.
I'll be right back.
And pin.
Okay, let me do it.
That was a bad work week. Only 50 gold. Jeez. Oh.
I would probably say out of these, I would probably go with Therapy.
Light and beauty.
Right.
Okay.
I got a triple success, so I find entire gold reward or a random uncommon item, magic item.
Ooh.
What downtime was this?
Dungeon delving.
Okay, so go over that one more time.
So a triple success. Find the entire gold reward or a random magic item of the listed rarity of your choice. So uncommon.
Right. So, effectively speaking, that's up to you. So, do you want the money, or do you want the magic item?
Magic item.
There you go. So go pick out a magic item that you want.
Okay.
Uncommon.
Uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
I really want this eyeball of eye bite. Have a look at this.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Just sent you a message.
I'm back. For now.
What's up?
Got a headache.
It's been fun.
Sorry to hear that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a rare, though.
Yeah. Something I really want though.
So what does it do? Because I don't know.
It allows you to cast eye bite.
Right.
It's paralysis, sleep, or frightened, I think it was.
Okay, so maybe
What's the
we
name?
can just make it a uncommon if we just make the DC lower. Make
Okay,
it like
yeah.
DC 13.
Eye bite. So,
yeah.
it's asleep, panicked, or sickened.
Yeah, so the DC will be DC 13, and because I made it less effective, it becomes a lesser item. So it's like minor eyeball of eye bite or something.
Creature of choice must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by one of the following effects.
Yep. Do you choose the effect?
Yeah. Asleep,
Wow.
panicked, or sickened.
I don't know what panic does, but sleep is good.
Panicked, they're frightened of you.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty decent. Yeah.
So,
all in all,
so
not
what
bad.
DC is it?
DC 13. I just
13,
basically
okay.
said -3 to it to the DC makes it a less rare item.
Perfect.
Like an imperfect eyeball of eye bite.
Imperfect eyeball of eye bite.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still pretty good because, you roll low, or if you get someone to get disadvantage on a save, I mean, disadvantage, we all know how shitty disadvantage is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Fuck.
Eye bite. Alright.
I really wish I had some food.
Done.
Man, not having a car and having to, like, grocery shop sucks.
Oh, I know, right? My fucking battery's busted recently. My car.
How did you manage that?
I needed to.
Oh, Greg's up.
He's up?
Yeah, like, not for the session, but,
Did
Did we tell Greg what was going on? Or Greg's missed, like, the last 2, right?
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
so.
haven't told him yet.
Okay. But yeah, but no, it's like one of my biggest pet peeves at this point, because of not having a car, is like I can't just go to a store and get shit. I have to walk all the way to wherever I gotta go and walk all the way back with all the groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been inconvenient.
On the bright side, at least you get a workout in.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm just trying to lighten the harsh reality up a little bit, but it didn't work.
Fair. Fair.
Okay, you guys have all finished your downtime already, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Believe so.
I might finish mine during the week then. Keep things
Okay.
moving. Because I've still got another like 5 weeks or something, so
That's fair.
I mean, I'm down to make this session go for like 6 hours. So. Like,
Oh God.
Nah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Me neither. Like I said,
we did
like
it a time or two ago. So.
Every once in a while, it's fine.
all right, and I mean we got an hour left of normal session time, so
Yeah.
We can do it after that then. I'll finish my DT later. I still want to think about what to do anyway.
Fair enough.
okay. So that's about 3 months later. So that means on your little time thing that you have to up it 3 months.
Time thing? Oh my, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
18, 15. Alright.
What?
Done.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you guys have spent your downtime, done the things you have to do, and it is currently okay. So it started in spring. It's currently fall.
What's that? Autumn?
The seed isn't. Yeah.
No.
God damn it! You damn.
Only Yanks use
What?
fall and whatever the fuck. the
Yeah,
other
I
one is.
know. I was like, God damn it.
Fucking Yanks.
Anyway, autumn. It is autumn.
Okay, so by this stage we'd all be well into our role of eccentrics people, I'm assuming.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
And you've been doing
anything-
side jobs and things like that.
anything
I
in
put out an
particular
entire
happen in
fucking-
regards to myself and the whole situation with eccentrics?
So, effectively speaking, you've just been doing what your contract tells you to, which is, going to appearances, going to grand openings, going to certain parties and schmoozing around with people for a few hours. Nothing crazy. But effectively speaking, you've also probably been on a couple quests that involved the eccentrics and along those natures.
Sure.
Another thing is you guys are going to have to level to 5, so
Woo!
5.
that's something.
Level time.
But yeah,
We are leveling up or no?
yes, because the 3 months was supposed to represent the time it takes to level up.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah. Oh god.
Yep.
Manage.
But now that you guys are level 5, which I don't know if that gives you anything special, because I think the last level.
I get critical spell casting.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds critical, though.
Greg is good with joining.
Okay, cool. Wonderful. So you guys can update them later about nice.
While raging, you have resistance to all damage except physical. Nope, psychic. My bad. I read that wrong.
I was like,
say,
what?
At 5th level, your potent necrotic powers punish your enemy at first sign of weakness. When a creature rolls a 1 on a saving throw against one of your spells, it automatically fails a save, and you can roll all the spell's damage dice a second time, adding the total spell's damage against the creature. Additional damage only applies to the creature that rolled a 1. Additionally, your spell attack score, a critical hit on a 19 or a 20.
Actually, I'm gonna
Nice.
change my path because I haven't confirmed.
Yes,
anything yet, so I'm gonna change my path.
So basically, I mean, that just increases overall because we already do the, 10 higher thing. That just means you do 9 or higher now.
Okay, nice.
I changed my path to Berserker, so now I have Frenzy in my back pocket.
Nice.
And
Frenzy's going to be useful after the whole thing we did yesterday. You're like, yes, more hits? Fuck yeah.
More power!
More power.
When do I get a second action? I know I get a second action from Barbarian or something.
I get third level spells now. Sweet.
Same. Think. Okay,
Right.
so I'm not taking that spell.
But yeah. Alright, hold on. Be right back again. One moment.
Oh my. Between 2-weapon fighting and frenzy, I can do like 3 attacks, which is.
Verd, are you counted as undead?
Hold
You
up.
don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but technically I need to know for healing purposes.
There was something about my race that mentioned something about that.
I just love the Vert. Are you technically a zombie right now?
That's like... It's good for me to know that kind of thing, just in case it comes up.
I love how y'all like haven't dug into me at all.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
I did earlier tonight, actually.
I do count as being an undead.
Oh man, I think that means I can never heal you.
Sure.
Let me see. What does Cure Wound say exactly? Yeah, disrespect has no effect on an undead. Alright, well, you're on your own if you get hurt, Vert, so be careful.
My guy ain't easy to kill, bruh.
Okay.
I just got 21 AC and I've got...
Yeah, that's true. You should be okay.
I'm at 17 armor class, so we're both kind of getting up there.
I've got 21 AC and I've got like false life and drain life and yeah, all that kind of shit. Life steal.
Nice.
Motherfucker can climb walls, you know.
Or I just
Right.
eat someone.
Alright, Glib, calm down.
I think I'll take that. I think I'm going to...
Oh, no, he drinks people. Anyway.
I'm gonna drop some first level spells, I think. Because... I'm going to drop that one. I think I'm to...
I dropped an entire album. Well, in the downtime, just dropped an album.
Nice.
Well,
As one
more like a
does as a
mixtape,
bard.
but
Right.
There's only like 8 songs.
Benign dismemberment. Now that's a spell name.
Excuse me?
Goodness.
For the duration, a willing target's body parts, fingers, legs, nail, even its head, can be harmlessly severed from its body. It takes no damage from such dismemberment. So I could literally walk around. I could go up to you,
You could
you
put
know,
me in the bag
touch
of holding
you,
as long as
and
I
then
have a
chop
bird.
your head off, and you'll be fine.
It's a little ridiculous.
That, oh my god, we can so stealth with that. Because if I find a way to breathe in a bag of holding, we're good.
Oh my gosh.
No, man. All I need to do is chop your head off, stick your body in the bag, and carry around the head in a, I don't know, a sack. And then when it's ready, just throw them both out and, you know.
Yeah, just fucking assemble.
Target's head remains alive and conscious, and parts connected to it also remain alive. So, yeah, life emanates from the head then.
Oh, and our
Sever the body
proficiency
parts.
bonus went up. Let's go. I have a deception of 10. Suck it, losers.
My performance is now a +6.
Mine is a 7.
My athletics is also now a +6. Wait, I'm gonna read the
Mine-
bonuses from top to bottom. 2, 1,
All my
1,
physical
6,
stuff
1,
is
1,
negative.
1, damn. You're just negative.
All my physical stuff is now. I'm an old, weak, slow man.
Yeah, that's
All physical stuff is low.
I multi-classed in a bard just to get jack of all trades, so I didn't have a negative.
Good one. That's a good one. Like all
Oh, no way.
His wisdom and charisma, he's stout.
Shit, this is a cool spell, man. Dead Fog. 15-foot radius sphere that goes around corners and whatnot. Areas heavily obscured. I can increase its power, but at base, Any creature that starts its turn there or enters there, gain 3d8 necrotic, and when they try to leave, little hands try to like pull them back in. You got to make a strength saving throw to leave the fog.
That's nice. That sounds like every horror video game ever.
Seance.
Yeah.
You and at least 3 willing creatures lock hands in a moment of meditation to conjure a spirit from the afterlife to answer your questions.
Wait, is this always prepared? Manage spells.
Bro, what is that mouse pattern?
I didn't. What's going on?
Take that.
I'm eating my dinner.
Ruby Eye Curse. Red clay.
Oh, it is always prepared. I didn't know that. Huh. Cool.
I can curse someone now if I wanted.
I mean, you can always do it. Just look at him and go, fuck you.
No.
I don't know, that mist shit was pretty cool.
Yeah. Just
so, did you hear that mist spell that I just read out? Story? The dead fog? So it's a 15-foot concentration, 1 minute, 120 feet range, 15-foot radius of fog, goes around corners, heavily obscured. Any creature that starts or moves in, I can increase its power by sacrificing my hit points, but at base it's 3d8 necrotic, and when the creature tries to leave, like these hands pull them back in and they're going to make a strength saving throw to leave the fog.
Sick.
I think I'm going to get that.
Did you hear about the one where you can literally just be ahead, and that's it, and be alive?
Dead fog.
Got a great stealthy one, too.
Wonderful.
Wow, I can type English. I don't know what live is, but, you know.
Well.
I fixed it.
So did we finish all our downtime?
I did.
I believe so.
I haven't finished all mine yet, but yeah, I'll do that later. I still need to think on what I want to do.
Okay.
So after the last 3 months of schmoozing around, going on certain missions when you needed to and otherwise, you know, you're finally having a breather, and you guys can figure out what you guys want to do. So, do anybody inform each other about what happened? Like,
Yeah. So Oli will definitely tell them about what he was up to, excluding the first 3 weeks. He'll tell them that he has some ins with some people now. He'll specifically tell them both about the Magic Item Crafters Guildmaster.
Okay.
In case they want maybe some magic items, you know, maybe they can get something a little cheaper, possibly. And obviously, I'll also tell Verd about Varinthus, the Archmage of Necromancy.
You have a direct tie with him now.
Oh, wait, who's this?
He's the Archmage of Necromancy.
What's that mean?
He's one of the most powerful necromancers, I imagine.
And
Shit.
he's also effectively the most powerful one in Silverhaven
Hmm.
because
Like
he's
out of all
literally
the
government.
Archmages, or like?
No, I'm saying is okay. So the government, instead of it being nobles, is elected mages. He's the most
Gotcha.
powerful elected necromancy mage.
Gotcha. Because he's an
Like-
Archmage.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bird would like to have an intro with him, then, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. We can do that at some point. I don't really think. I don't know if there's anyone Cade would like to meet. There's a mercenary guild master, maybe.
I mean, that magic item person sounds fine with me.
We can both go. We can all go to the
Let's do
see
that.
the Archmage Varenthus if you guys want. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, yeah, we can do that.
Money.
Sure.
But
Well, I don't know how money. I don't know what money's gonna do for this guy. I'm sure he's well off,
yeah,
but I'm sure he can maybe give some insight. You know, to you guys, and specifically our necromancer.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I need from him specifically at the moment, I suppose.
Right. But I mean, we don't have to do it now. We can do it later, but
yeah.
we can
but I
maybe
did
get
like
you acquainted if you want.
Yeah,
yeah at some
I'd be keen
point.
for that.
But so when you guys are meeting up,
That would
Cade.
go as Ulri.
So let's see here. I'm trying to go into the background here.
This was not a good idea than what I just did in real life.
What is it? Oh,
What
Tormented
is this?
Science.
Oh, I see. So, like, what tattoo did you? Camera, whatever.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Do some references to below. Try how to do this. Okay. I don't know why it's called that, but okay.
I don't know. It's what I grabbed, so.
No, it's fair. I just don't know why it's called cybernesis. Like, it doesn't. Because, like, cybernesis sounds like it's like cybernetics.
Yeah, I thought the same too at the beginning.
That's what I thought, and then I read it, and I was like, where the fuck does the cyber part come in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless cyber means something else that I'm not thinking of. But yeah. But anyway, so going up to this, let's see if it's in the saved pins or not. No. There.
New unreads. Click.
Okay, so you said you were gonna go check on Zane.
Wait, what?
So where would you go meet him?
Are you talking to Cade?
Yep.
At
Okay.
the club. Probably at the club, honestly. The Mirage.
Which club? The Mirage?
Yep.
You think Zane can get there?
Well, I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Yeah.
All right. Okay.
He's not
So
dead.
yeah, he definitely can't get up to the Mirage, so you'd have to meet him somewhere else.
I could just meet him at the entrance.
Okay. So let's go ahead and add his picture, I guess, to the
NPCs.
NPCs.
And DM, I do want a picture of all these Archmages eventually.
Okay. I need to find really good pictures for each one,
Yeah,
so just keep me
I
made
want
for
them to
that.
look good. No, I don't expect it tonight, but eventually.
Here
I
comes good
appreciate
old Zane.
Do you have the picture?
I do. Do you want me to throw it in there?
Are you putting in the thirst trap version or the normal version? Like,
I guess
just being honest.
the better question is, which one would you rather?
I don't know. It could be either one. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just didn't know which picture you're putting in because I couldn't find the original picture. But yeah. But anyway, so you go off and meet Zane for the first time in quite some time, and you realize that since the last time you've met, they actually are now in specific robes, and they've since the school that you guys have gone to, they have actually gone directly to become a mage. So, in that time period that you guys haven't seen each other, you know that they have successfully been working with, or at least learning, magic. So, Zane comes up to you and goes for a hug.
Which I will
Oh, interesting.
accept.
What?
I will gracefully.
So are all of us here, or is it just Cade?
I mean, you could have.
Well, I don't know.
Me. I just
You guys could come with.
Is this the necromancer dude?
No.
No, this is not the big dude. No, but they happen to be a practicing necromancer. That is correct.
This Zane fella is?
I
Yes.
feel like we can make this along the way. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
looking a little fancier than last time I saw you, bud.
Well, yeah, actually, I've gone and turned my my fascination into an actual career. I'm now learning underneath the Archmage himself.
Wow.
Oh, well.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily get to take direct, instruction from them all the time, but it is nice to know that they're looking for more people to practice the school, and I signed up. Let's see here.
So who is this? I'm Ulri technically right now because that's what I would have been going as. So, tell me, Cade, who is your friend here?
That's Zane.
Whereabouts are we right now? Are we at a bar or something?
Technically in front of what's it called?
The entrance of the Mirage.
Yes,
Entrance to where?
to the prismatic mirage.
Oh, okay. The eccentric place.
But they can't get up there.
So we're
So, yeah.
Wait, Zane can't get in?
No. Zane is not high enough level or even ability to get up there anyway.
Right. I can get up there, right?
Yes. I'm pretty sure
Can
you
I
have
get
at
them
least
in?
3 different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Well-
understand why not.
So
Okay.
remember, Verd, we are on our way to see the Archmage.
Yeah.
See, I thought we were stopping at this bar for some reason.
No, it was just a convenient place to say, hey, meet me here. Or,
Oh,
Right.
okay. So we're not actually going in then. That's fine.
no.
That's fine. So, Verd just kind of stands at the back. He's, pulls out his pipe. You know, stuffs it, lights it with a spark from his fingertip. Starts puffing away.
Okay. And Zane says, asks you all, where are you guys headed?
I think that's on you, Kate.
Yeah.
You just be like, I wasn't really paying attention to these dude, so. Came to get you.
Well, so right now I'm on our way to show my good friend Verd Naruk here, to His Highness the Archmage Verinthas. We're on our way to make a visit and just introduce himself.
Yeah, Verd perks up a bit of that. He's like, yeah, I've been meaning to make introductions with him for some time now. Bit of a necromancer myself, you could say. But, you look... And kind of gives him an up-down. He's like, you're a necromancer yourself, right?
Yes, actually, I'm studying in the same school. I'm actually trying to become their pupil.
Oh,
They
very
select.
nice.
Usually, they select 1 or 2 every so often to train into their arts and teach them their ways. But
Okay.
unfortunately for Varenthus, they have a pretty selective service.
Hmm.
So I'm actually trying to learn enough to get his attention.
Fair enough. You you almost there, or you still got some ways to go? You reckon?
I definitely have some ways to go. I literally just started this a few months ago. I can do first circle spells so far. Circles
First.
is in-game logic of first level spells.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, nice. Well,
So-
keep at it. I'm sure you'll get there.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, he is very particular of who he actually brings into the fold.
Fair enough. What type of traits does he look for?
Well, since he has such a fascination with knowledge and past secrets, he primarily deals with summoning spirits and such like that. His
With what?
necromancy, summoning spirits, summoning those of
Summoning.
past.
Okay.
And he believes that through studying, necromancy and by consensually bringing back those who wish to talk, he can figure out ways to defeat Mother. So it's half necromancy and half being able to research.
Hmm. Bird takes a pretty big drag off his pipe. Coughs a little bit. Like, yeah. Something I'm certainly interested in myself. Actually, might be good. I make my introductions in that case. Kind of half says to himself.
And Zane then says, at this time or around this time of day, you might actually be able to catch the entire Archmage. They meet once a week to discuss business in the Spire. So, give me a second.
Anyone can go there.
It is open for any person to effectively go in and see what's going on. They don't try to keep closed door policies.
Mm-hmm.
But to catch them or to actually, hang out with them afterward is a whole different subject.
Hmm. Fair enough. Okay. Well, can only shoot our shot, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Come on, Abs, shall we?
So, Zane, before Cade heads out, says, maybe after you're done with your business, you and I can talk and catch up.
That would be nice. Or you could just join us.
I mean, I guess so. I don't have much else going on. And he just turns around and just says, I can lead you to the Spire.
Lead on, my good man.
Okay. So give me one moment here because... Here it is. Okay. Silverhaven. Where is... Oh, it's up here.
Wait, are we in Roll20 at the moment, by the way?
No.
Nope.
Not at
Okay.
the moment. Silver Spire, there it is. So you guys go to the Silver Spire. And the Silver Spire is effectively, it's high above the skyline, and houses the office of the UGFPF, as well as the actual Archmages.
What's the UGFPF again?
The UGFPF is the collection of guilds.
Yep.
Give me a second. It is the United Guilds for Pursuit of Fame and Prestige.
Okay.
Consortium of guilds. So basically, all the most powerful figures meet here at this building, to discuss business and stuff like that.
Sure.
It's also probably why it was so easy for certain people to meet up with certain people, because they all hang in the same place. So, yeah. No worries.
Alright.
Yeah, Bird's got his shit together by now, by the way. He's,
Okay.
his, stats, I mean. he's +4 intelligence, +4 charisma, +3 constitution. Boom.
I thought I'd have the highest charisma here. I didn't think someone had me tied.
Wait. How do I set my intelligence scores again? Like my history?
What?
So if I'm +4 intelligence, would my history be +4?
Yes.
And
Well,
if it has
if you
as
have
well?
proficiency, it would give +2 or 3 because of your proficiency.
So it'd be plus. So my intelligence is +4, so my history would be +5 or 6. If I've got
So are you
proficiency.
if you're proficient at this point, it'd be a 7 because we
7?
get a
Plus
proficiency bonus of 3. Yeah.
3. Okay.
So if you have 4 intelligence, and then it'd be a 3 for the proficiency bonus.
7
I'm back.
intelligence. Efficiency.
All right.
It's 4.
Yeah, so we head towards the spire, and we'll follow Zane and let Zane and Cade catch up.
Okay. So as you guys are walking to the spire, you see it in all its majesty and whatnot, and you see the white steps and the guards and everything. And just because I feel like it, about 30 stories up on the spire, you all hear an explosion.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sounds like fun.
And the guards are effectively like seeing the smoke coming out or whatever. They stay where they're at and they block the doors. And you kind of notice up on the actual tower itself that whatever just happened, you see 5 different figures, you know, as well as some other people kind of going directly to where the explosion happened.
Wait, we can see them inside the tower up there running towards the explosion.
No, they actually all fly out.
So people are
Because
flying from
that
the ground?
level- Nope. I'm
Oh,
talking
from-
about the people inside. So I'm trying to show you guys that there's 5 archmages floating around there right now.
Okay.
Anyway, one of those archmages is recognizable to at least 1 or 2 of you. But the other ones are a bit different. So let me get you these pictures real quick.
Seeing the explosion and the people flying, Verd, like, he calls some magic that spreads out up his arms and into his back. And then, boom, 2 massive, like, black magical wings pop out of his back. And he starts flying up. See if he can assist.
Boy. Sweet.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these images for you guys.
Oh boy.
Immediately after you do that.
Interesting.
Where is it?
What's this?
He just sent me one of the archmages. It looks like.
Mm-hmm. I love that picture, but that's
Immediately
not
after
the
you
good
do
one.
that, giant white wings are gonna like come out of my back, and then I'm also gonna fly up.
What the
Nice.
heck?
Everyone else
Oh, you
Or
can
we're
got
just
fly
gonna be
out.
like,
You got the flying tattoo, did you?
No, it's part of my race. I just get a
it's
thing.
part of his race, I think. Yeah.
Well, my wings are literally like made of magic,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're kind of semi-transparent in a way.
I can just transform at will once per
Okay,
Yeah.
per long rest. So
nice.
Well, he's just gonna like look around and be like, man,
Everyone else can
that's
fly.
unfair." Yeah. Anyway, like,
I'm gonna come back
Man.
down and grab you by like the shoulder and then fly up with you.
no. All he doesn't want to give a hit. That's fine. Don't pick up all.
No,
He doesn't want to. He doesn't
No,
want to go.
If I'm not flying, I can give my flying to
Ooh.
you too. By the way.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh, Bird's gonna have a tough time with this one.
In that case, I'm just gonna
Maybe.
just fly away, fly towards the explosion.
Okay, what was the other one?
I love the little to no reaction.
Yeah,
The fact that
area.
2 people in front of you just burst wings. And
Thaldrin is the last one.
No, there's Solara
Oh,
too.
and Solara, yeah. So 2 left.
I love the.
No, that's exactly what, like, only you just, like, look around and be like, do we all get wings? So, like, that's all his legit reaction. Like, he's gonna just, like, try, like, and just be like, no, that's okay.
Man, had black wings, I had white wings. What are yours gonna be, red?
Yeah, sadly not.
Please collect the set.
That would be awesome.
Wings.
Cool. But you also said that the guards are, like, stopping from anyone going inside, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
They're securing the place to make sure no one comes out there.
So I still look like Ulri, so I don't know how I'm gonna...
Oh, this is brilliant. Solara looks so cool.
I still look like... Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Ooh.
Me and Ver just take the fuck off.
Which school is she again? So.
Illusion.
Ah, that makes sense.
I will say for my wings, it looks very painful when I do it.
Let's go necromancy. And then Thaldrin. I need
like.
Bird doesn't have any pain, but there's like this. It sounds like bones crunch a little bit, like he's got like cracking his bones or something.
It's not like
Interesting.
excruciating pain. It's just like if I got fucking poked repeatedly 1,000,000 times as my shit unfolded.
Right. Like something is like bursting through your skin kind of thing.
Have you guys watched the Blue Beetle movie?
No, I haven't.
Damn.
I've watched it.
You know the transformation? Like,
Yeah.
Where that's what happens with my wings. Like outwards.
That's
What's it called?
pretty rad.
Blue Beetle.
If you're looking.
It's a Marvel movie.
DC, but yeah.
Yeah, that.
After they start flying, I'm gonna turn around to Zane and just go, "Darling, you may want to go home real fast."
Zane doesn't even hesitate and looks over to Cade and says, "We'll catch up later," and then rushes off.
We kind of got that to do with, so yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I don't want your friend to die. Honest.
So,
Go ahead.
is this what you mean when you talking about the transformation in general?
Oh, dude, he looks sick.
Wait, hold on. I probably should, put this on Be Right Back so I don't get copyrighted.
No, this is... Yeah, this is so much cooler. I'm gonna use this one for sure.
Huh.
Because that looks very fucking painful if this is the transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not look fun.
No,
I mean,
that's like...
just the wings on the back, though.
Right, just the wings.
Just
Like,
like
gosh,
does
still.
Does he go all...
Where the
Does he go all
arms-
paranormal and shit and like lying on the roof and whatnot?
Well, no, because
Well, we're outside. Yeah.
Anyway,
I was all freaking out.
just where the arms,
Thunderstorm.
the arms, the points are. That's where the wings are. They just like.
Yep, I got it.
Doesn't look too good.
Okay, so this is everybody. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. Wait, I'm missing one.
Well, I already have, what's her face?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What was there? Where is that picture at? Can you put it down there? Because I can't find it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the transformation. It don't look too good.
Now I gotta get these into the frickin' NPCs.
He was probably standing, and then the wings started to come out, and he like
Ah,
flapped over.
Audrina, there it
As
is.
soon as they were fully out, he sprung up into action.
Oh, I loved that outfit. I remember now.
Yeah, that one's fire. That's still probably my favorite one.
Yeah. I mean,
It just looks
archmages aren't
sick.
eccentrics, but they're supposed to be pretty powerful looking, so I was trying to do,
Right.
like, not too over the top, yet not, like,
Too under-
One of
boring
them's
either.
fine. One of them's fine to be over the top.
Yeah. But that's the illusion person, right?
I mean, the colors for the vibrancy of
Yeah, I mean,
Eldrina's, I think, is over
I
the
also
top.
love the fact that
is.
Zane didn't react to the fact that I fell on the floor, just burst wings, and then just disappear into the sky.
Well,
Oh, I'm sure
I
he's
mean-
gonna have questions later.
there's
Probably.
questions
And right
later,
now,
but
he's
there's
probably
like
fearing for his life.
they're like a level 1 character.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
This is not their shit.
He
This
does
is
not want to
not-
die.
Yeah, this is
Poor
not
Zane.
their shit. But yes, so now I gotta put all of these in one at a time.
Do you have a reference for your transformation?
I do know what it looks like. I'm just trying to find the video.
Okay.
Okay.
So give me a sec.
Brenthis. Copy image.
I can do
yeah.
Eldrina. I already got Eldrina's loaded.
Go ahead then.
Yeah, but the kid, it feels like little
Solara.
needles stabbing repeatedly, like as if you're getting shots repeatedly as they come out, and that's all the pain he feels. But it looks way more painful than it should.
Okay, and I think it's just Aldrin left. Yeah. Then Thaldrin. There you go. So Silverhaven is actually one of the only ones that only has like 5 actual archmages. There hasn't been nearly as much need to have more than that. Huh?
I love the designs of all of them.
Yeah, they're all sick.
So when it comes down to it, they're supposed to be a little bit less than eccentrics, but definitely supposed to still look powerful. That was kind of my goal with it. Like,
right.
I mean, one of them is very bright colored, but still regular mages looking. Like,
right.
It's not crazy. Like, the color is nice, but, you know.
Should I make a Zane character sheet?
What?
What'd you say?
Should I make a Zane character sheet?
Yeah. I mean, it's a level 1 necromancer.
I
Like...
need to do a doc for that, then, probably.
Yeah. But, in any case...
Necromancy in Beyond.
What?
I don't think you can.
You can't be a wizard with the necromancy school?
I have no idea. But, I could.
I think you technically get it at level 2.
I could try to figure it out.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's learning it, so like technically he's not a necromancer yet.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's basically general education at the moment.
Kind of.
But yeah. Okay. So anyway, so you see these people basically like fly out of that area, and if you guys want, you can make a check or a knowledge to see where that explosion happened on the fire.
I'll do that.
I don't think
A knowledge or what check?
Well, things that make sense for, like, for example, history, so you would know like the history of the building, or I don't know, general intelligence. No, not for this one.
I'll do a history then.
Yeah, because knowledge, history,
perception.
Well, perception would let you see what you saw. I mean,
24.
that's fair too, but this is specific information. So 24.
Okay,
you
we'll
know
just-
that was the actual, like, the actual big, like, hall where people like the Senate building, like
right,
like where they hang out in the middle while people watch. So that means that
Right.
someone who was listening to the meeting blew it up.
shit. Verd tries to find anyone who might be fleeing from the area.
The whole building has been completely put down, but this is why I was going to go
Put
to
down?
Oli for this. Like, lockdown.
Ah,
But,
so there's no one running away at the moment?
hold
From what I
on.
can see?
You did a knowledge check. Oli's doing the perception check, so...
Well, I did history because I'm technically not proficient with perception.
okay.
But I am with history.
Okay.
Even though my perception is higher. So history was a 16.
Okay, so you definitely knew about the same information, but you probably didn't know the specifics of...
Okay.
like what was going on.
Can I
or-
change my role to a perception then, since he did history?
No,
No.
that's metagamey as hell.
Yeah.
Perception would have been nice, but
Well,
yeah,
Okay.
I
Can
didn't
I do
know
a
we were both
perception
doing
now?
history. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know we were both doing history.
yeah.
Can I
But
do
in any
another
case-
perception? Another roll?
Yeah, you guys can do perceptions. That's fine. I just hoping that someone gets the perception roll. That's all.
Perception.
Do we get advantage since we're both doing it?
No, you can't like read
Eight.
each other's minds.
8.
Yikes.
And then what was Oli?
Let's see.
Not sure.
20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you see what appears to be like a cloaked figure, like flying as fast as possible the opposite direction. But the archmages are dealing with the explosion and other shit right now. But it seems to be going northeast. Towards
I'll,
the... Give me a second.
Do you?
Go ahead and say
allow-
what you were going to say, though. But
I'll point out to Cade and Bird the figure in the sky that seems to be fleeing.
Bird spots
I'll
him
just
immediately and starts
say-
following.
I say, that looks suspicious, and I'll try to bless them. I'll bless them real quick.
Oh, boy.
That's fair.
Oh,
So
you know
Bird only
that...
got like a few feet away, I'd say. By
Yeah.
the time he
Yeah.
called out.
It's a 30-foot range, so you could be good.
Okay.
So I'll
So
bless
you
all
guys...
3 of us.
Yeah, so you guys are going to... Or that guy seems to be flying towards the harbor front.
Okay. Bird chases after him at full speed.
no. I will follow.
Okay. So we'll do a skill
I'm gonna
challenge here.
tell the guards what I noticed before I leave
So
to tell them I
before-
think the perpetrators leave.
Right. So before we get into that, because that can be part of the skill challenge, right? So we're gonna do it as this. It's going to be pretty hard because he's flying so quickly and everything. So I'm gonna make it 5 successes before 3 failures, and you can use any skill that makes sense, including the persuasion thing or whatever for the guards. If you're successful, you're able to figure out where you went. If you're not successful, you can't figure out where you went.
Sure.
So, if you wanted to go first to tell the guards,
Yeah, I can do that.
so go ahead and roll your persuasion or whatever.
We'll go with this white dice. Persuasion is plus
Touch
7. And it's a 12. Not great.
Maybe you have inspiration.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I think now is a good time. You have to announce it before, don't you?
No.
No.
Did we
Okay.
ever
I'm gonna
decide
do
what
inspiration.
Zane's race was?
So it just automatically is a success for
Oh,
whatever
it's
you
not automatic.
want.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Well,
it's like if you rolled a 20, so that means it counts as 2 successes. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Then I'll use that.
So we're-
for sure.
2 up,
You need-
0 down.
yep, exactly. All right.
Okay.
So who's next?
Cade, you wanna go?
Either are you.
Huh?
What do you got?
If you're not ready, we can go to Bird instead.
He's just
Yeah, I
flying away, right?
Yeah, he's just flying away, but
How
like
far
you
in
have
front of me is he?
pretty damn far, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean we were
Okay, so
coming
that
up the
part
steps,
is
so
How far is far? Like a kilometer? 5 kilometers? Half
I'd say
kilometer?
you could see him still because that's part of the
I got
action,
I got
but
a
like
50-foot rope in my back pocket. Can I try to like lasso him?
no,
God damn it!
he's
Okay,
definitely
not
higher
that
than
close.
that. Yeah. I'm saying like he's like think of like if Superman is flying away from a scene, and you guys are running after Superman, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So like you could see where he's going, but you may not be able to catch him, so to speak.
Well, my
Right.
original idea was to hit him with something, like, but
I mean that's fair. You can do it.
if he's too far ahead of me,
Go
he's
for
too
it.
far ahead of me.
What?
Well-
How far ahead is far ahead?
Well, like I said,
200
what
feet?
are you trying to?
500?
My range
Speed of plot, guys. Speed of plot.
My range slash area is like a 15-foot cube from myself for this thing I want to do.
Oh, are you doing shatter or whatever?
I'm doing thunder wave. I'm not
Yeah,
going
that
from
won't
over
help.
there.
If it was like a shooting him with something or like doing something from distance, yeah, that would help. But that's all
javelin
centered
him?
on you.
Can I
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. That's what I was thinking you were going for. But wait, how far is a javelin's throw? Because I know they can't throw like forever, but
Yeah.
30 feet / 120 feet. So I don't know what the.
so
fuck
so if you're up to 120 feet, that's disadvantage on the throw, but you can do it.
Okay. How?
So is
I
he
wanna be as
is he
close
at
as-
120 feet?
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, this is a skill challenge. I'm not trying to count squares, but I'm gonna say he's about long distance in ranged stuff. So like the farthest distance your spells can reach, basically. Just throw me a bone, guys. Like just I try
Just go
to.
for it.
I'm not
Doesn't
trying to do
I'ma just do a
algebra and
flat
calculus to
roll.
figure out how high up he is and all that. Like,
I'm gonna just go with a flat roll then.
okay, so do you want to do the attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or-
Do you want me to do it in the server or?
It doesn't matter. Did you just roll
You also are
disadvantage?
blessed.
Yeah.
roll in
You get a
Discord.
D4.
Oh, okay, well I already rolled on Beyond, and I. Yep, that's
Always
Beyond
roll in
for ya.
Discord.
I got a fucking 8.
Mm,
You have a D4, but I don't think a 12 is gonna hit anyway.
no. So it did.
Remember inspiration?
So
I do
now,
have inspiration.
oh, then you should use it.
I'm going to.
I would use it.
You guys need to start getting into the habit of using that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
I
why I
just
keep trying to
completely
tell people.
I keep forgetting
Yeah,
that
that's
I
fair.
have one. That's why I don't use it usually, because I keep forgetting I have
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna remind you guys when you do a failure and be like, you can use it.
one.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I try
will
to do.
use it to full on hit him.
Okay, so you hit, and because you use inspiration, it counts as 2 successes. So
four
you
up, zero
hit
down.
him, and effectively speaking, that he starts bleeding and stuff, which actually bleeds a trail. And
Ooh.
then next person.
Bring it on home, bird.
Alright, so my thoughts was using a moment to think.
Uh
Stops time, basically.
huh.
So I can try and catch up.
Well, it doesn't stop time like that. It just gives you extra actions you can do, and there's
You briefly stop time for everyone but yourself. You can take one additional action and move around in your space.
Yeah,
while
but
no
it won't.
target reaches.
Yeah, but it won't be. It's not as drastic as like time stop.
Right.
It's like it basically
get-
mechanically what it does is it gives you an extra
Oh, yeah.
action, but it has to be a very specific action.
You get
Search, use an object, action, or to make
Yeah.
intelligence check to remember info or
Right.
something. Yeah. Okay.
you pretty much
Which
get
is
12
still
Kind of
good.
anything.
You can still do that.
No,
So-
there's no that won't work then. I buy it. Wait.
Did we ever
I
pick
buy-
a race for Zane at all?
What?
I'm making Zane shoot right now.
I mean, he could be easily human, or he could be, shoot, I don't even know. Doesn't look like he's an elf or anything.
Okay, I'll make him human.
Okay.
Being human.
Fuck. What can I do? Can I just continue to track him? Maybe?
That's a survival
Survival?
or investigation.
No.
Well, no, sorry, survival is tracking. Investigation is finding clues.
Well, I can see him. Can I just go as hard as I can towards him?
What does that mean?
Like a dash or whatever.
That's not a skill or even an attack or a spell or.
Okay.
I mean, you guess you
Maybe
could do
be like
athletics.
acrobatics or athletics,
Oh.
yeah.
I mean,
I
athletics
could
makes
shoot
sense.
him. Shoot him with my crossbow.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Light
Basically,
crossbow.
like I said, anything
Maybe
that is
320.
like that, because it's a skill, an attack, a spell, like those are the
So,
things that skill challenges
It's a
do.
range 80/320.
Yeah, so you can hit him. It's just disadvantage to hit him.
So, wait, what's that? A 1d20?
It's,
Disadvantage?
yeah, you roll twice, take the lower result.
Just a flat 20 though, is it? Or do I...
1d20 plus your dex, I guess.
Whatever if you're proficient with the weapon.
I
I believe that they're proficient in crossbows, so it should be like
Yeah.
3+ Dex mod.
3.
Yeah, because your proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so I got 0 dex. So
Oh,
that's 3.
so 3? Oh god. So
Awesome.
Can I use con maybe or something?
no.
No, not on this.
Story,
Plus
I'm gonna send
3
you one privately.
dis. 13.
Add a
Yeah.
D4 to that.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That could be important. Rip.
14.
I don't think that's gonna hit.
no. It does not.
Okay.
All right. So that's one
You're
failure,
one down.
4 successes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Back to whoever.
Let's see.
How many do we need for successes?
5.
A 5.
Okay.
So I told the guards. Did the guards say anything to me, or did they respond in any way, or did they just stand there?
So you told the guards, and they're basically going to send it down the line. They bring out like a stone, and they start talking into the stone, and that message goes to someone.
Okay.
Do they seem... Do the two that are in front seem to be just chilling, like they're not going to leave their post?
No, they can't leave their post. Like that's straight up going against the security measures. I used to work as a security guard, and like there's certain security that's allowed to roam around, but like if you're posted somewhere, you're not supposed to leave it.
there. Yeah.
Like, cause what if they leave and then now some assassins come through the front door, right?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. But they did tell your information out, and they thanked you for telling them the information.
Right. And so I can't fly, so I probably can't even really see them for very long, if at all now.
Do you have, like, what's that spell? Message or anything?
No. Don't have message, I didn't take sending. What even an option here?
Do you have investigation?
I can try. You said tracking was survival?
Yep.
Can I try to track him from the ground, I suppose?
Yeah, so basically
I
by
did leave blood behind.
looking around you see the blood or
Yeah.
whatever, and you kind of you can try to follow the blood stains. So that's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's really about all I can do from the ground, really.
Story, I sent you as close to what I was thinking Zane's character sheet was.
Okay, so
You
survival.
knew which direction we headed, so you would have been able to follow that. And then you might be able to still see us
So
as you run
depending on
along.
how fast you guys are going, I'm sure. Like, how tall are these buildings? Like, would I have lost sight of them fairly quickly, I imagine?
Like usually 1 to 3 stories, so you can lose it a little bit.
Right.
But
So
that's
I'm
why I
probably
said it would
mainly going off of the blood trail.
Yeah, because the blood trail happened pretty early in the chase.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So it's
Like
a
the first thing
D4
I
added
fucking
plus
threw a
4.
javelin through, dude, pretty much.
Oh, that has to be good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, the
that's,
javelin was the second thing that
24.
happened.
yep.
So
And,
as soon as as you were talking to the dude, he threw the javelin at him. So
Yeah. So it happened pretty early. So you actually successful. So you guys are successful, and you all wind up at the same place, which is a warehouse. But I'm gonna leave the session off with a cliffhanger. The warehouse is right in front of the Golden Galleon.
fuck's sake. That
What is
pirate
that
fella, right?
exact- Oh.
The ship.
The
Should I just
Okay.
end the episode here, just done.
the Conquistador.
No, let's keep going.
What? It's literally time.
I know, let's keep going though.
I'm down to
What?
keep going. If y'all are down to keep going, I'm down to keep going.
I mean,
It's
I
up
don't
story,
want to
I
go
suppose, in the
too
end.
damn far without Grug. Like
That's
Fair
that's
enough.
fair. It is
Maybe we
your,
can,
your game. You can tell us to stop whenever. I'm just saying I'm down to keep going.
Like, unfortunately, Grug has literally haven't been here for 2 weeks, so it's like I don't want to get too far ahead and like have too much shit to.
Okay, how about we
Yeah.
we do a time pause and then a time skip kind of thing, or something maybe.
For what?
No, I mean, we can.
Well, I
stop
still
it
got to
here.
do I've still got 5 weeks of dungeon.
Yeah, he still has to do
downtime.
his.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We
Downtime.
can do that. I just don't think we should get through to the next part without grub.
Yeah. No, that's what I was.
No.
That's kind of what I was saying. Maybe we can stop here and we'll what's we call it? We can do things other than the main story.
Yeah, that's
And-
fair.
Someone we should probably tell Grug that. It's Grug leveling up too, I imagine,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Guess that was me. Tell.
Grug's gonna be such a badass.
Grug. It's the Gruginator.
Children are yelling.
Oh boy.
I'm not bad.
I haven't.
Asleep.
That's awkward.
What? What's awkward?
On YouTube, there's only episode 1 and 2. I haven't uploaded 3.
Whoops.
Sweet.
It's not that hard to fix, though. It just means that this episode's gonna go a little extra long for behind the scenes build.
Yeah.
Wee.
Content. Video producer.
All right. So 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Click.
What can I do? Is there any recommended things you can think of, story?
What do you mean recommended things?
I don't know, some hints for what I can do with my remaining 5 weeks.
I mean, I feel like one person in this group went and said, "Oh, I understand the assignment." So maybe you should ask them, because, like, to be perfectly honest, since I've started to do downtime activities, I have not had a single person that said, "I got 3 months. I'm gonna use this well," as much as as a compliment to Oli, like,
Let's go.
because, I mean, without spoilers, they got so much shit. They got
Yeah.
so much shit.
What shit? What do you mean? What they got?
Roleplay stuff. Like, I can't.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say what they got.
Oh, answers.
Because that's
right.
not my business. But my point is like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you game. Like, that's how you use the downtime right there. Because they have so many connections now. They've got so many
Mm-hmm.
like, things that
Okay.
they